Hi, guys. We're here to have fun times in Sweden in the 90s. And what's more fun than interning for the CEO of computers, Sunshine Jackson?
Nothing.
I know nothing is more fun than that. That's why we're playing it today. So many things happened last time we played. Who wants to volunteer one key thing?
Um, I
Resounding
can
silence.
tell you that um, Johnson and Sons Family Incense Emporium Grocery sells the Curtain magazine, and Craft
Smith
Smithson.
and
Cork
Smithson.
Smith and Smithson sells the Curtain magazine. Who is advertising Craft Decor Conceal Secret Alien Lab as a major
Yeah.
plot point?
Who is one of the main contributors of said magazine?
The editor in chief is Miss Blanking.
Fucking perfect. All right. What Abby, what did you have?
Lucas met Gabriella. Smoking.
Mhm.
In my notes, I wrote smoking hot bad bitch who frequents the vac zone, adrenaline junkie information broker, and that's all you need to know.
I just wrote hussy, period.
And
I
Lucas,
just only put
why
her
did
name
you
Gabriella
contact why
down.
did you contact Gabriella?
Oh, I don't
Why?
know. My
Other than
brother's
her
somewhere
appeal.
out there. Gotta find him. Gotta find him at some point.
Gotta find that brother. Otherwise, the brother will find you.
Otherwise, he's gonna keep haunting me through computers.
Truly. Okay. And what was it like at the farm where Sunshine Jackson lives,
Paradise.
works?
Wherever she
Expansive.
is.
Incredibly rural, surprisingly.
Rural.
The problem is the rural part is contained within greenhouses and is actually rural as if you were in the tropics.
Yeah, there's one key animal that can be found. Jaguars in these greenhouses are not agricultural as one would think. They're just like jungles inside of greenhouses. And the call of jaguars can be heard from the branches. Okay, cool. Hallie was Sunshine Jackson's assistant. She
CEO
got you set
executive
up.
assistant.
Hmm. Pia, Pia's working there at
Oh, Vera.
Pia. I mean, she introduced herself as Pia. And you know that the Black Pearl is a thing in this place. You
It's a
haven't seen
thing.
it yet. It's a thing. It's a thing. We don't know what thing it is, but it's there. And the collective is the security station company that outsources security. So you guys have a lot to play with. Do we have any conditions? Do we need any everyday scenes?
I have 2 conditions.
Wonderful. Great. I'm going to assume your dad is back from his trip now.
Okay.
Finding flower vendors everywhere.
Hey, I think I will skip school the day
Mhm.
after our first day. And I'll help him in the shop.
Mhm. Great.
And I'll tell him all about my internship.
Oh my gosh. This is so exciting. The Sunshine Jackson?
You've heard of her?
Yeah, she's Citizen of the Year. Oh my gosh. How I can't believe my daughter is an intern for Sunshine Jackson. It's just wipes tear.
Yeah, it's
Hand
kind
me
of
those dahlias.
she's pretty cool. I would say Citizen of the Year is one of her less important accomplishments, actually.
Oh, really? Tell me more. Like, what else has she done?
Well, she's the CEO of computers to start, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. You're right. I only know flowers. If I knew computers, I would want to work for her too.
And
Is she interested in flowers?
tropical flowers, probably. She has these huge greenhouses, and they're full of jaguars.
Jaguars? We never did. It's in Sweden. We don't have a lot of good zoos. I mean, this is great for kids to experience new biospheres. I mean, did you see were there birds of paradise? Were there? I mean, what kind of flowers did we see? Any orchids?
Yeah. There were
Okay, you're
birds of
gonna have
paradise and birds of paradise.
oh, but oh, wow, that's Sunshine Jackson. She doesn't hold back.
Or maybe maybe you can come and meet her and maybe get a tour of the gardens.
Uh, That would be great. I would, especially since, I can't get daisies anymore or,
I don't think she grows
anything else
daisies,
because she's,
but she did say that she wanted to reinvigorate the daisy community in Adelso.
ah,
I
well,
think.
okay, well, here, you give her my business card.
I didn't write that down, but I'm pretty sure she said
She did not say that. She wanted to reinvigorate the local economy, I think is what she
well,
said.
it's the same.
Same thing. Same exact thing. Great, yeah. So your dad is just gonna be like, great, and like, how are things at school?
School's great, as
Great.
per usual. But look, I have a badge card, and you could come tonight, and you could meet her, and I can show you around the place.
I would love that. You think it's okay? You don't have to ask first.
No, they gave me full reign access to everything.
Okay, all right. Well,
And
I'll
if I
meet you
don't
after
have
school.
it, then I can make myself have it.
And then he's like, and by the way, have you seen a briefcase? Alex mentioned that he left it at our house, and I don't remember if we had it there.
We definitely don't have it. I've never seen it either.
Okay. Well, I trust you, and I will tell him that.
Yeah, please do. He's looking for what does this briefcase look like?
I mean, it looks like, just like a metal briefcase, silver, I don't know, kind of like aluminum on the outside.
If I were to find it, how would I identify it?
I guess it's just a silver briefcase. I don't know. He didn't really. He just assumed that we would have seen it at home because he must have left it there. He didn't really give me
It's pretty careless, but no, we don't have it.
too many details. Okay, all right, got it. Um, Great. Well, he might ask you about it when he comes over. So just be sh- be ready.
Yeah, that's fine. I will finish
Uh,
this conversation.
I
Leave before
finished this.
leave before the internship. I'll tell him where to meet us because we're gonna drive up by ourselves.
Okay. So
How
he'll
are
meet
we getting there?
On
Rudy.
Rudy.
Oh,
I'm gonna
not
come
by
pick
yourself,
up
you and
from
your
school.
dad.
No, yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna go to the shed. I'm gonna take out this briefcase and I'm gonna spray paint it brown.
Gonna roll tinker.
Some nice faux
Roll
leather
for
on the
spray
outside.
paint. Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, I
Oh,
can
you
probably
can clear
kill
your
yeah.
conditions too, but
Yeah, I'll roll those 2 extra dice. 2 successes.
One more.
A brown briefcase with aqua blue racing stripes.
okay, sounds great. Aqua blue racing stripes, the best.
For your racing suitcase.
It just looks like
It
part of
makes
Rudy.
it go faster.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to do before you go to school? Anybody else have a condition they need to clear? Lucas, have you
Nope.
been going home to an empty house to see Meatball? I've just been thinking about Meatball lately and what his life is like. Do you turn the TV on for him so he can watch it during the day?
Of course, he has a very educational TV channel situation set up. We immediately go to PBS, Nature. I've got it
Zaboomafoo.
set. I've Zaboomafoo, exactly.
The moment
I'm
you leave, he
tempted-
turns the channel to like some raunchy Animal Planet.
Crazy. Do they got
Every
cable,
now
though?
and then I let him watch Food Network, but
Wow.
That's really what Meatball's watching.
yeah, when I'm not home.
Martha Stewart.
Yeah, Paula Deen. Meatball loves the butter. So
He's one Swedish meatball.
yeah, he's one Swedish meatball. So yeah, I mean, I try to help keep him entertained, but Meatball has to be very self-sufficient, unfortunately. We've had to talk
He's
about
a
this,
latchkey
especially
kid.
with the internship. Yeah, with this internship opportunity coming up, I've had to talk to Meatball and that he needs to be strong while I'm away, but I'll be back.
Cute, 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 cute. Okay, Birdie, anything you want to do before you go to school?
Yeah, I want to. I think I did this before, but I want to redo it. I want to take my name tag and I want to put on like chief executive intern
Okay, roll a
on it.
tinker.
Oh, tinker!
Yeah. What
Roll
did
and
you want it to
empathize
be?
with that name
I
card.
wanted to charm.
How can you charm a guard? Unless you charm a guard or the person making the security badges. You can do that once you're there if you want to charm them to remake you one. But if you want to physically change it yourself,
One night.
nope.
I check my pride or my what do they call it this one?
Shame.
Your shame,
Shame.
How?
And check my shame.
your visions.
Mhm.
How does that help you achieve this role? Tell me.
I let's see. I go to Party City.
Goddamn Party City.
And I
International Business Party City.
Swedish Party City.
and I'm sure they have a laminating section. Probably.
You need Swedish Office Depot for that.
I think you're at Swedish Staples or Swedish Office
They're the
Depot.
same thing
Oh my
here.
gosh.
They
Party
just
City and Staples are the same thing?
Yeah.
just for international context, Party City is a costume and party store. Staples and Office Depot is an office supplies. Those are office supply stores.
But
I
I would like you
laminating, man,
I
that
would like you to
is
roll
used by
laminating
anyone and
wise.
everyone.
Oh, laminating wise? No.
And then you can tell me
Where
tell me
lamination is?
where lamination lives.
I will hold on
Okay.
to my unedited thing for now.
Mhm. For now. Okay, great.
For now.
Are you gonna check a condition?
No.
Okay.
Was that
You're
not?
like,
Can I just
no.
tell you no?
I would like to choose no. I would say you can say no, but you gotta talk to Guru Pedal. Like right now.
You're
Midnight,
so
right before
upset
you go
with
to
your
school.
failure.
Yeah, I'll go to Guru Pedal before school. I'll do some early morning. Yeah, Guru Pedal is having a new class. It's called uh how to it's called Reaching Your Spirituality Through Microwaved Corn Bag. And it's you go there and she gives you all of the proper steps on how to microwave a corn bag and use it to unlock your cramped chakra.
Your sacral chakra. Great.
Yep.
Sounds good. You come early in the morning
Beep,
with
boop, bop.
corn.
Ding.
Hold on. Guru Pedal takes the corn bag and whispers, an incantation over it, some chant you don't hear all the words to. She gives it
Mhm.
to you. She says, you know, failure is but the first step to success. And she hands you the corn bag and wishes you a good day to school, unless you have a question for her.
Yeah, I do. Guru Pedal,
Always.
Guru Pedal.
Yes.
What is a
Birdie,
soul?
what is a soul? I see you have risen greatly. My teachings have been So impactful. What
Mhm.
do you think a soul is?
Um, I think a soul is the uh I I just know I don't know, but I know that Sunshine Jackson has one. So I want to know what it is so that I can impress her by telling her everything about her. Can you tell how
Mm.
many chakras someone has unlocked by touching their soul?
Well, the soul expresses itself in many different ways, and sometimes the soul is beyond that of the body. So the
Her
body
soul
may
is
only
beyond most things, and she expresses herself through success and empowerment.
Mm, mm. Well, both of those sound like positive traits that any person can learn from in this day and age. She says, "Well, you can just what tell me what you sensed when you sensed the soul."
A human, a real human.
Hmm.
And didn't I touch her dreams? She was dreaming of something, right? Did I try to? I don't remember if that's what I did. I think I did. I'm gonna go with yes, I did.
I think if you reached her dreams, you didn't see anything like odd. Like
Hmm.
it wasn't like you weren't like these are real weird dreams. You were like normal human dreams.
Oh.
You would know because you don't have dreams,
Mhm.
except for lately.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, okay, so Guru Petal will just be like, yes. Well, we're all connected at a spiritual level, and now that you're able to sense the souls of humans, you can try and see if animals have souls too, or plants. But as far as telling Guru Petal something impressive, I think you just need to express your admiration for her. You don't have to prove that you're worthwhile just from seeing her soul.
That makes perfect sense, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep a dream journal of her dreams so I can tell her what her dreams mean. That was so helpful, Guru Petal. Thank
That
you.
sounds exactly like what I said. Great. Guru Petal is like, you try that and tell me how it goes. And she hands you a dream dictionary and she's like, this might be helpful. You go off with a dream dictionary. Great. Okay. You can pretend that condition never happened. Great. Do you guys have any school? Go ahead.
What do I have to roll if I want to have that dream dictionary as an item that I can use? If I
I
don't, if
mean,
you say tinker, I'm gonna be sad.
Tinker. It's gotta be a tinker roll. Technically, it is a tinker to make items, but
Like a comprehend.
yeah, you can make it a comprehend.
That or empathize.
I'm worse at comprehend, so I'll do that one.
Gotta make it challenging somehow.
Ooh.
Nice. Great.
Gosh.
So you'll have it as an item, and then we'll say you already have a +2 item, so I'll give you a +1 dictionary, dream dictionary.
Mhm.
So
Is
one
this
success
yeah,
for creating it and one for the cost of the item. What was your question?
I don't remember.
Okay. So you now have Dream Dictionary. You also have Ghost Goggles and tarot cards. You have so many items, Birdie.
Yeah, but they're all gonna break after this.
Well, no, the Ghost Goggles just go down 1 point.
Yeah, but they're
Your
at 1 right
signature
now.
item never degrades.
Yeah, but the other 2 are at once, they're gonna go down to
I'll be
0.
fine. You can
It'll
empower
be
them back somehow,
it'll
I'm
be
sure.
fine. If you roll, how about this? If you roll to improve them so they don't degrade, I'll let you keep one.
That sounds like a job I'll help Mick do.
Yeah. So if you roll like a repair or something like that, you can keep them for longer. Okay. School time. Did you guys have anything you wanted to do at school, or did you just want to jump straight into the internship land?
I wanna find Mick.
I'm not at school.
Ugh,
She skipped school to work at the florist shop today.
What? You
Yeah.
can't just skip school.
I did.
You heard Lucas complaining about it. Just like, make skipping school again. She's been doing so good. Just a little disappointed. Worried about her
I know.
grades.
Yeah, I agree. People who skip school are not good, and you really shouldn't associate with them. Hey, have you seen Gabriella at school? I don't think I've seen her at school today.
I don't know. Gabrielle does whatever the hell she wants.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't think I think
She's
she's skipping
physically
school.
at school, but she doesn't attend classes.
She's probably smoking out back.
That's fine.
Great. Other than
I'll-
complaining to each other, anything you want to do at school?
Nope.
No.
Great. Okie dokie, Smokey. Well, how, Mick, are you just gonna show up at school to take them to the internship? Okay, cool.
That's the
All
plan.
right. You're just gonna school bell rings and
She's in the carpool line. Honk honk. Mom's here. You're crazy
sidecar
aunt.
in tow. Beep,
Sounds
beep.
about right.
We'll hop in. You didn't bring the briefcase, right?
I bring it everywhere. I'm sitting on it.
Oh.
The booster seat. That's why it has to have racing stripes.
Okay,
Actually,
I'll
I'm
note it.
probably
I
not
won't
sitting
comment.
on it. It's probably in the sidecar for safety.
Ooh, I'm in the sidecar. I'll
It's
look
fine.
at it. Hey, what did you do to this briefcase?
Got a new briefcase.
And this is not a briefcase we've seen before.
No, I thought briefcases were cool.
Why is it the exact same shape as a briefcase we've seen
'Cause
before?
the briefcases look the same.
Yep, but this one also has the same lock on the front. I can see where he tried to break it.
No. I just painted it. My dad said that Alex was asking about it.
Oh,
Now it's
Ooh.
totally disguised.
you know, we could go do that. Remember that thing I promised to help you with a long time ago? We could go do that if he starts asking questions.
Yeah. That would probably be good, but if we've learned anything, it's that Agent
445
443
3.
is different than Alex, so we don't need to do a seance on Alex. We would want to do a seance on Agent 443, but we have Agent 443. It's right here in this briefcase. So I think problem solved.
I wonder if they'll give him a new briefcase, though.
If he's looking
Maybe-
for it still, probably not.
Well, yeah, but not right now.
Unless
not
it's just
later.
a security issue, which could also be true.
I mean, this is a
That's
security
true. He
issue.
could be Agent 334 now.
What if this turns him into Alex and he's normally Agent 443?
Don't think that's how it works.
Ooh.
Have you seen him levitate
Yeah, that
anything?
would not make sense.
Have I seen him what?
Levitate anything?
No.
Do you remember your time as Agent 443? Oh. Okay.
I
Perfect.
feel like I remember it because you all have told me a lot about it, but
Mhm.
Yeah. It was a fun time for everyone involved when Mick was Agent 443.
I don't know about that.
Okay, you guys gotta get to your internship. You don't have to roll to get there.
oh, my dad's meeting us there today too.
Oh, nice.
Why is
Why?
your dad meeting us there?
Because I thought he might like the greenhouses with flowers, and maybe they can work out a business deal.
She is very successful and empowering, so.
Yeah, I thought it was a good idea.
Sure, maybe.
What kind of car does your dad drive?
A car.
A car.
What kind of car does my dad drive? Let's look at what
What
this
if-
looks like.
Swedish
Is he
vehicles
an
in the
old
90s.
car? Is it famous 80s cars?
Like
He's out of date.
early 90s Honda Civic for sure. That's what
Okay.
in brown.
In brown,
Yeah.
yeah.
In brown.
The like most
Yeah, for sure.
the most unattractive
Yep,
of
yep,
colors.
yep. That is
Got it.
definitely what he drives.
Great. So you guys vroom vroom up to the security check, and your dad has like pulled over, and he's talking to the security guy, and he's like, "No, no, my daughter, she's an intern here, and she said that I could come in with them." And like the security guy is not gonna let him in unless you guys do something to get your dad to also
I
come
go
in.
ring ring. Hello, Mr. Security Guy. It's me. I'm here to badge in, and that's my dad.
Oh, hi. Yeah, he's gonna need a pass. You
Yeah,
don't have a pass for him.
We're gonna get a guest pass inside from Hallie.
He's like,
Hallie
no,
told
like,
me
I'm
it was
sorry
okay yesterday.
that you, Hallie, that's because Hallie was here. She's not here now, and
Where did
Hallie is
Hallie
the
go?
chief executive secretary. I think she outranks you, Mr. Security Guard.
I called her chief executive secretary. All right. So you guys are gonna have to roll to convince him, or
Yeah, I can charm him.
okay.
You can charm him?
Yeah.
Oh, she sure can.
No, you can.
All right. He's like, okay, I guess you're lucky. I was working yesterday, and I know that Hallie vouched for you. And she
I
is the
have
chief executive
a badge.
secretary. You have, yeah, but it's just for you. The badge is just one person
I
per
don't
badge.
understand.
I'll
I
say,
know.
yep.
Next time, get a visitor pass.
Yeah, okay. That's what we're going to go do right now. Thanks,
Okay.
Mr.
I need to
Collective.
talk to this guy before we leave.
Okay. Yeah, you can talk.
Hey,
to him.
yeah, I was talking to Hallie. There's a typo here on my badge, right here. I'll point to it. It's supposed to say right here. I've penciled it in. You can see it says chief executive. It's supposed to say that on the real thing as well.
He's like, okay, yeah. Well, if you need a correction on your badge, you need to go to the.
This
to
isn't the
place.
badge office?
No, this is a security gate to get
Then
into
why
the
are you
compound.
checking people's badges?
Because you gotta beep the badge in. That's why.
This is
Gas
worse than
light in
Party
the
City.
security.
Oh my god.
He like opens the thing and he's like, "Get out of here!"
Does your son work at Party City? I can see a lot about you and him.
Oh. All right, you give this man such a hard time, and thankfully makes charming enough. He's not gonna chalk it up to much more than kids these days. And lets you all through the.
Guys, I thought Hallie was supposed to show us the Black Pearl. Where is she?
Yeah, did he say she wasn't here today?
Yeah, I don't like
well,
that.
like at the gate, she's not like waiting to
okay.
meet you guys at the gate. She's
Well, he
like
should have
in
said
the
it less
building.
ominously.
He didn't mean to be ominous. Ominous. Okay. Hallie is here in her office, which you guys can go report to her, or you can go get a visitor pass for your dad at the front desk.
Okay, I'll get him a visitor pass.
Okay, great.
Want to
And while
charm
you're
this person.
this person is. Okay.
Is this where I get the badge? Where do I get the badge? I'll ask the front desk. Can you please point me to the badge office?
Yes, there you go. she's like, I know it's very confusing, dear, but I don't make badges. I just give visitor passes. For full company badges, you have to go to the badge office. It's where you got your picture taken yesterday. Here it is. She draws a little map for you, and she says, all right, if you need any changes, you just go here. So she goes like, go upstairs and to the right and around the coronation, then left, and lets you go to the badge office.
Perfect. I'll
And
be right back, guys.
Okay.
Okay, great.
I'll run.
And then she's like making the visitor pass for your for your dad, and she's like, "Okay, now what's your full name?" "Okay, sir." "Mhm, mhm." "Florist." "Okay, great. Here you go. Alright, this is good for about 4 hours, okay? After 4 hours, then you have to leave the premises, which is fine because your internship isn't that long anyway, and now is it, okay? Great, here you go."
This is his business card. I'll slide it across.
"Oh, wonderful. Okay, yeah. If I need flowers, I know who to call. And I'm sure there's lots of lovely flowers in the greenhouses that maybe Holly would be happy to show you when you guys have time." So she should be coming down in just a few minutes. You guys are a little early, so she said she'd come down and meet you and talk about your duties for your first day. That's
Our
so
first day was
exciting. It's so
yesterday.
I mean, that was your introduction day. That you didn't really do any work that day.
0.
This is your first day of work.
What's this lady telling us about work? She doesn't even make
Work.
badges.
I wasn't planning on
She
doing
doesn't.
any work.
What's your name? What's your name?
Anna.
Ma'am.
Anna what?
Anna Gertwald.
Oh, Miss Gertvold. I need to write your name down.
I know it's a long name.
Miss Gertvold, we're gonna see the Black Pearl today, right? Where is that? Can you draw me a
Oh,
map like you did for the badge office?
no, you need separate security. Newbies don't get to go to the Black Pearl right away. I'm letting Hallie handle that for you guys. That has a whole different set of security protocols.
What is the Black Pearl?
I don't. It's just
Haven't
it's an
seen it?
area. No.
Where they're taking us to die?
What are these people saying things so ominously?
She's just like, "No, I haven't seen it, but you've seen our campus. It's very large. There's at least 4 huge biodome greenhouses filled with Jaguars. I mean, the Black Pearl could be anywhere. I work at the front desk."
This is all you see all day?
Yeah, girl.
You do
Don't you
need
know what work at the front
flowers.
desk means? Hmm?
You need flowers.
I do need. Aren't you right? You don't
Wow,
even
we
know.
are
She's like,
insufferable.
I just work in the manor. I don't get to wander around the
Oh, the
greenhouses and stuff.
manor.
That's for scientists. Hallie comes down the stairs and she's like, "Oh, it's our little interns. Oh, one, two. Oh, where's our third
Oh,
one?"
Birdie went to the badge office to get a name change.
Okay, great. Well, we'll wait for her here. And while I'm waiting, you guys have any questions? I know that
I
there's
have a
so much
question.
happening. She's like, "You, Lucas, do you have a question?"
Pick me.
Mixed Dad, do you have a question?
Oh, yeah, Flores, great. Okay. Yeah, Mick. What's your question?
Can you inform us about what the Black Pearl is? You
Oh,
don't have to tell us what it is, but I want to know what it is.
You don't have to worry about that yet. You guys aren't going there. Silly, silly, silly. You're gonna work with Pia today.
Oh my gosh, did you learn about Pia? Did she have a breakup recently or fall in love with somebody?
Still, I don't know. It's only been 24 hours. But if you want advice from an older woman about romance, I'm sure happy to give you some.
No, I didn't need. Okay. We're working with Pia.
I remember how it was in high school. It was so exciting and confusing, dramatic.
A girl asked me out once and then turned into
Lucas
a monster.
starts gagging in the background.
And she's like, "And so you guys are gonna be working with Pia, and since you brought your dad here, and he's got a visitor pass, I guess I'll show him around the greenhouses just a little bit, so he can see our extensive orchid collection."
He will love that a lot.
Great, love it.
He's gonna get eaten by a jaguar.
They're not gonna let him get eaten by a jaguar, Lucas. That's what happens in the Black Pearl. We all know that.
She's like, "We'll take tasers just in case."
You'll take tasers?
Yeah. You gotta keep the jaguars in control under control.
Don't have like bear bells, but for jaguar bells?
No tasers, dear. I didn't say bell. You'll get your taser training soon enough. That's why you're That's why you're starting
That's
with
why we can't go
Pia.
to Black Pearl.
Okay.
She
Oh
whips
my
out a
goodness.
massive taser and she's like, I got a straight score. She's like, I'm the company's best shooter.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Great. Did you guys want to do anything before you're swept off to Pia's office and before Hallie takes your dad off to see some orchids and maybe shoot some jaguars?
We have lockers.
Sure, if you want them.
Okay, I'm gonna put my briefcase in the locker because I don't want Pia to see it.
Okay. She didn't see you carrying it. How did you obscure it while you were carrying it?
I carry it. What do you mean?
Oh, Pia. Sorry, I
Yeah.
was thinking Hallie. Okay, I was like,
I
so
carry it
Hallie,
everywhere, but I will leave
Hallie
it.
saw you carrying the briefcase,
Yes,
but
that's
Pia
fine.
hasn't. Got it. Okay, yeah. So she takes Hallie, like shows you around again, and she like reminds you how to find Pia's office. And she, drops you in like her lab, and you guys have lockers just outside of there. Great. And so you walk in. Hallie's gone off with your dad to see the orchids. And you see that Pia has, what looks like a normal robotics lab. She's kind of tinkering away at things. You can see that they are very human like robots that she's working on. And yeah, there you have it. She doesn't necessarily like see you. I don't think Hallie is like, knock, knock, they're here. You guys have like a moment to like announce yourselves if you wanted to do anything before then. Yes.
Am I still at the badge office?
You are still at the badge office unless you want to have like seen them in the hallway kind of a thing.
No, they can handle this.
Okay. Great. You're still at the badge office. Did you want to do anything they before between badge office and Pia's?
I wanted to charm this man into editing my badge to say
Okay.
Chief Executive Intern
Okay.
and then get it reprinted, and then I will join them.
Okay. Roll for that charm.
Yes.
Ah, praise the Lord. Yeah, you get with charm, I forget how many things you get. You get a bonus effect.
I think that's just if I get more than one.
Yeah.
Success.
Extra, he gets a bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you get to convince him. He's like, okay, that seems weird, but sure. People, corporate, they change, they like to make things sound fancy all the time to make it feel like you've been promoted. And he gestures to his like chief executive badge
Badge
maker.
office.
And he's like, but do they give you more money? No. And then he just like gripes about it and makes you a new badge.
At least he's getting money.
You're getting school credit. School credit. The voice of Hallie rings in your ears.
I'll take
Okay,
my new
great.
badge
There,
and scurry over to Hallie and then to Peta. Or not
okay.
Peta, Pia.
Pia. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Pia is just tinkering away at her latest robot. And will, like I said, if you guys wanted to roll before she sees
Is
you.
she in like a lab or is her office like part of a lab area?
She's in a lab now, but her office and like the lab are kind of connected. I imagine that you can see everything, like it's a glass lab where you can kind of see the whole lab from the hallway. And you can see like into her office as well. So it's just like a long single room lab. And then that room kind of continues until where her office would be with like a desk and a computer. Um, and so she's in the lab tinkering, kind of just tinkering on the latest prototype of a robot, you assume.
Are we
And
sure
you can
she's Elvira? I huddle everybody up. How do we know that she's Elvira? Just because she looks the same? What if they're twins?
Oh, maybe she. Okay, sure. Miss Pia.
She turns around.
Hi.
Yes. Oh, you guys are here. Great. Come on in.
Hey, we have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What's our
We
question for her?
we saw somebody. Were you at Smith and Smithson and Sense Emporium and Family Grocery last night by chance?
No.
Oh, we saw somebody who looked an awful lot like you. Do you have like? Do you have? Maybe it was a doppelganger, but do you have like an identical twin or something like that?
No, it's just me. I'm an only
Wow.
child.
Well, we saw your doppelganger, and that was kind of cool.
Well, first of all, I'm so glad you guys remember me. You met me so briefly yesterday.
I didn't
And
forget.
she's yeah, Birdie, what?
Your
She's
last name
talking?
specifically is seared in my mind.
What's
Yeah.
her last name? I don't know her last name.
Oh no, I'm confusing with Hallie.
Oh.
Haley.
As she's talking, just so bright and cheery, I'm gonna burst into fake tears and be crying really hard.
Okay, great. Oh my god. She's like,
I'm sorry. I'm
Lucas
sorry.
is very
I just,
confused.
I'm sorry. I just went through a really rough breakup, so I'm just a little emotional. I'll get myself back together.
she's like, okay. She's like, all right, we've all been there. She's
Tell me
getting
more.
Kleenexes. She's getting Kleenexes and passing them to you. All right, you're gonna have to
Lucas
roll.
is gonna stealth
I want
and
to
leave.
empathize with her to see if I can get like a reaction out of her because I feel like she was very emotional talking to her mom on the phone. So I
Yeah,
want to
she
try and
was.
trigger her.
Okay, great. Empathize. And you can roll your stealth, Lucas.
Hey, what are you doing, Lucas?
I'm vomiting somewhere. Where? I don't
I
know.
don't want to be here.
Wow.
I thought it was 0 for a second.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
great.
I am going to check my shame for the first time ever.
What is your shame?
My shame is I'm terrified of the world around me and how it's changing. And so Lucas is like started getting hyper stressed out once we arrived at the internship and your dad was here. We're lying to all these people. Birdie's getting badge changes. We're sneaking your dad in for some reason. You're lying to Elvira that we saw her somewhere. He thought you were gonna spill the beans and just call her Elvira or something. And now Birdie's crying. It is too much. He's seen the lifelike robots. He does not like the technology that is happening here. He starts hyper ventilating, and like before y'all know it, he's just disappeared. Where he's
Great.
disappeared to? Her office. He needs a small dark room.
You will have to draw the blinds for them to I mean, they won't see you, but it's like all glass. So they if they looked over there,
Oh,
they would
glass.
they would see you.
Okay, he's hiding behind the desk or something.
Okay. He's fetal position under the desk. Got it. Great.
Mhm.
Love it. Okay, Birdie, you succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats. You get to ask 3 questions and get +1 bonus effect to your third question on a roll.
I guess. What does she feel when I'm talking about this breakup? Trying to trigger her.
She feels bad for you. I feel like she relates a little bit, but she's not immediately triggered.
Is she lying
About what?
about being Pia, not having a twin, not having gone through a recent breakup?
She okay, you can tell that She isn't like the question about having an identical twin, she really didn't have any idea what y'all were talking about with that. But you do get the sense that she like maybe has some ulterior motives. You don't know, like she could be not totally forthcoming with you guys. And she's not like she hasn't gone through a breakup, so maybe that's
Hmm.
why she's not quite triggered as you want her to be.
What is her weak spot?
She is in love, and it is an impossible love.
Yeah, she hasn't gone through a breakup. She was in love and she doesn't know what to do. Had to lie to my
Oh,
boss. So many awful things.
I'll quickly change my story.
Mick whispers in your ear. Whoosh.
I'll take the. Oh my god, sorry. Oh, sorry, that came over me. I just realized I have someone else that I'm in love with, but it can't be.
All right, she's like, "Oh, yeah, that's so hard." You know, I wish I knew what to tell you. And she like
Wish
pats
my
you and
memory was better too.
both of you are now sniffling.
I'll look at Mick and I'll be like, "She's the same. We got her. It's her."
Did you ask 3 questions? Was that all 3?
Yeah.
Is she lying? What's her weak spot? Got it. Okay. Great. So she like I'm assuming you calm down and she calms down and she just kind of pats her eyes and she's like, "Okay. Oh, whew. You know, I'm so empathetic. It's love is tough, which is why it's so good to work with robots." They don't have feelings.
Yes.
And so she points out, she's like, "Okay, well, this is now that you're here." Oh, she's unless she's gonna mention that she was like, "Oh, where's the third person that I'm supposed to be teaching?" Unless you don't want that to happen yet, Lucas. Or yeah, Sean.
Wait, sorry, say that again?
She's gonna be like about to teach you guys your internship duties for the day. Um, and do you want her to notice that you're gone, or do you want more time? Do you just want to be like on your own for a while?
I mean, I wanna search her office,
I'll
basically.
Okay.
distract her then.
She's been so flustered she doesn't remember that there's supposed to be 3 of you. She's like, "Okay. Whew, okay. Great. Well, this is the latest prototype. And as you can see, it's really sophisticated. And okay. It's this is what we've been creating here. It's all part of a Viking, it's all for Viking land or Viking village. And she rolls you through it, and she's like, "Well, it would be great. I know one of you, I think it was you, Mick, who said you were really interested in like mechanics. It would be great to have somebody help me work out the bugs in this computer and help me get all these other robots online." And she like opens up a closet, and it's just like robots, semi-human robots, like on
Horrifying.
hangers.
Horrifying.
Mm.
um, and then she like points in the corner of the lab, and you can see that there's one robot that seems to be on. And that robot is she looks at it and she's like, "Oh yeah, let me introduce you. This is Kraka," and it's like a female Viking robot. Um, and she looks extremely human, but when she talks, you can she sounds still pretty robotic. So she says, "Greetings, younglings. It is I, Kraka."
Hello, Kraka.
"Hello, younger human."
Wow, here, you've done so good. Can I just try to talk to her? You should probably go show Mick about around how those bugs.
Yeah, you don't have to try to talk to her. You can talk to her. She's,
Oh my
like
goodness.
she's a fully functioning robot.
Perfect.
Um,
Well, I'll just stay over here.
great.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we should go to your office and you can show me the blueprints.
I don't think you should go to the office.
Oh,
Well, I have the clipboard. This clipboard right here has a printout of some of the blueprints, and she
no,
like
but isn't
pulls
there
it
a
off.
my eyes don't really work that well. We need to blow this up in a conference room.
You want to go to a conference room?
Put it on the big screen, Pia.
We don't
That
have
sounds like a good
PowerPoint. It's
idea.
the 90s.
You're making human robots. I'm sure that we have something.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, we have an overhead projector. I
Yeah.
can, do it on a clear
Laminated
printout.
cheese.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did you get these
What
at
about
Party
the slide
City?
projector?
Yes, in fact, they're so nice at Party City. They slip these in for free.
Wow.
Can you believe they don't
Uh,
sell contacts?
okay, there is a conference room across the hall, so she can still see in because everything's all glass. But
Yeah.
you'll see her across the hall using the overhead projector
As it boots up,
to.
I will close the blinds so that it can shine fully its light.
Okay, fair. All right, who wants to play out first? Nick or okay, great. So you have Kraka all to yourself.
Yeah. Do Sean first.
Okay, Lucas. You have the office all to yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna look through this office. Do
Okay.
I see anything of note? Does she have a
Use
laptop?
No, she has a
We're great
desktop
at stealing
computer.
laptops.
She
Ugh,
has a desktop
how
computer.
primitive.
So CEO of computers, Sunshine Jackson brand computer. Um you see that there
It's got a
is
big sun with a bite mark taken out of it.
perfect. Um you see, she has this computer, she has notes. You can test the desk to see if there's anything interesting in there. You can see that she's got like her purse and stuff in there if you wanted to rifle through that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I opened that up.
Okay.
Look for her
Great.
cell phone. I guess cell phones don't have anything useful on them at this point in time.
They don't
Useless. Does she have a
if
contact?
they do exist, they don't have anything helpful. You could redial the last number.
Take her car phone.
Do I want to redial the last number? No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll boot up the computer, I guess, just to see what we're working with. Probably just another password. Okay, I want to rifle through the desk then.
You have go ahead and do an investigate or whatever role you think could work.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna lead myself to one
To
to
get
the most
yourself out
important
of your
part of
panic.
this. No, yeah, let's investigate. Sure.
Okay.
Oh, that was lucky.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh my god, I never make this roll. What do
You
I get to
never make
ask?
this roll. You get to ask 2 questions.
Um, let's see. Is it illegal?
That's not a question.
What is hidden here?
You could see that there is a locked drawer. and it's like not part
Interesting.
of. It's like she's retrofitted part of the desk. Like it's not an obvious like as you're kind of
It's
like
not a
pulling out.
Sunshine Jackson lock
A,
mechanism.
no, it's not an approved Sunshine Jackson hidden drawer. It is a Pia made this herself hidden drawer, and it is not visible to the eye unless you know are rifling through her desk.
Okay. What? I want to ask, like, what is dangerous here? But I mean that more in like the sense of like, is this technology P is working on dangerous? Like, have the potential to be dangerous? Kind of.
What I guess what do you mean by dangerous?
I guess is there like a bug list that says ripped someone's limbs off or like went haywire? Seems to be having trouble controlling. Failsafe is not working, or like.
No. You don't see anything that is like a log that's like, dear God, the program has gone so wrong.
Right, right.
Or the
Sunshine Jackson is making
the
us.
robots are not responding, but you
Right.
do find a log of Pia altering the code of the robots. And you
Oh,
do
okay.
that's maybe once you get the hidden drawer, if you wanted to just say that you forced it open,
Sure.
that would be what's in there is like a log of the code updates for the robots, and you see that Kraka is the first robot to have been updated and like is the test robot, I guess you could say.
Okay, can I steal that log?
Yes, you can.
Stuff it in my backpack.
Yep, of course.
Okay, I'll go and rejoin them, and I'll be like, "Oh, sorry, I had to use the bathroom."
Kraka and Birdie, or are you going to the riveting
Oh,
conference room discussion? Out
I
and
think
overhead
I'm going to the
projector.
riveting conference room discussion. I want Mick to look at this code
Okay, great.
to see if
So
she can see what's
Pia
up.
apologizes. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't. I forgot that you were supposed to help us too. Come join us. I will get you up to speed."
I'm more muscle than programming, so it's fine. I'll lift the metal parts for you.
Great. Well, robots are very heavy, so that will be a big help. And she'll just like
Yeah,
keep yakking away.
I'll try
Birdie.
and like slide
Oh.
these under the table towards Mick to look at.
Okay. Do you? Yeah, I'll let you do that without a roll.
Where
You
am
get
I
to.
supposed to look at these?
What do you
I
mean
Okay,
don't
where?
know.
I'm
Under
gonna.
the table. You're a kid. You've cheated in school before. We're getting a presentation.
I don't understand cheating. I will get these documents.
I don't believe that.
And excuse myself and be like, "Oh my gosh, I need to go to the bathroom."
Pia's like, okay, yeah,
But
sure.
you can
I'll
get
just
Lucas caught up to where we were. That's
yeah,
good.
I'll get him caught up. Great.
Yeah. I've been trying really hard to get better at computers.
Well, Sunshine Jackson is the CEO of computers, so I'm sure you will leave knowing so much more. A computer a
Yep.
day gets you better at computers.
I'm gonna whisper to Pia.
Sunshine Jackson's infamous quote.
Like
a computer a day gets you better at computers.
Pia.
It's on the
Do
inspirational
I have to
wall.
eat them, Pia? I don't know if my stomach can handle that.
Pia.
Don't worry about
It's
it.
very
It
sensitive.
might take some time, so just be patient and take all the time you need because he's it's just a little slow.
Okay, good. Yeah.
And then I'll wink at Lucas and be like,
Lucas is lurking. Yeah, he's looking very earnest and confused at the same time.
Great. Works like a charm. Birdie.
Mm-hmm.
What are you and Kraka doing in the lab late
Kraka,
one night?
Kraka.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me about Elvira.
I don't know Elvira.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been to the Blacklands?
The Blacklands. I have not started the journey to Mun'o or gone through
Mu-
the Blacklands.
but you know what they are. What's in
Yes.
Mun'o?
Mun'o is the land between here and Stockholm.
And you want to get to Stockholm? Why? What's at
Uh,
Stockholm?
Stockholm.
Paradise.
Exactly. You have heard of Stockholm.
I
It
have.
is
I'm a
where
true
the
believer.
glorious who have been freed go.
I suddenly don't like this. I pull out, I pull out
I
the
don't
Polaroid
even
of two
know
men
what
in
she's talking
suits,
about.
and I say, "Who are these people?" Do you know what
Kraka
Polaroid I'm
says,
talking about?
yes,
Okay.
Kraka. I do. Kraka Kraka's not gonna know
Okay.
necessarily, but she'll say, "Oh, that looks like an earlier prototype," because they look more robotic than Kraka does.
Polaroid was two normal humans.
Wait, that we're posing with two robots.
Oh, yes.
Thank God with Abby's note
Thank God
taking.
Abby notes. Yeah, okay. Does she know the humans in the picture?
No,
No.
she's gonna just be like, they look like the normal visitors that
Mm,
Sunshine would want to come to
mm.
Viking land.
Oh, okay, nice. Um, what happens when you get to Stockholm? I haven't been, but I've been thinking about what I want to do when I get there. What do you want to do when you get there?
Be free to live
And do
how I
what?
want to live, to love
Ha-
who I want to love.
Who do you want to love?
Kraka's gonna be like, I don't want to talk about
Don't make me empathize with you.
it. Kraka is like, I'm not quite sure what that is, but she's like, I cannot stop you.
Okay, okay. Can I empathize with this robot? She's a conscious robot or cyborg.
Yeah, I'll let you empathize with her. It will be a fun experiment. Let's do it.
Hey, Kaka, before I make this roll, do you have dreams when you're powering off and powering back on?
Mhm. No, I do not dream.
Same. We could bond
Maybe
over that,
you
but
are
this.
one of us.
That's the thought. How would you know if I was one of you? How would I know if I was one of you?
Do you dream of Stockholm?
You just said you don't dream.
Uh, she's like, we do not dream.
Oh, do I
You are
like
correct.
long for Stockholm?
Yes. Do you long? Correct.
Yes, and oh my god, I have recently found myself speaking as a computer. Oh my god, what if you're onto something? Anyway, I'm gonna empathize with
Kraka.
you as I talk to you, Kraken.
Okay.
Oh god, I
No,
will
no.
re-roll that.
Check a condition. I really threw you off your game by saying maybe you're a robot too.
Yeah, I'm gonna check upset. There we go.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
That's more like it. How can I make
Empathize.
Kraka do something? Specifically, how can I get her to leave this lab and come with me?
Oh,
What?
um, I think okay, so if you're not going to be able to get Kraka to like walk out on her. Like she people are going to notice. Like she's not allowed to just be walking around.
She's hyperhuman like.
She is hyperhuman like, but like they know what Kraka looks. They know what Kraka looks like. So unless you like actively disguise her or something like that.
Okay,
Um
I will
just
actively describe her. Yeah.
as a
Okay.
side note to this,
Noted.
but I think if you want to get her to leave
Not
You
okay,
can
so I guess for this role, I don't wanna actually get her out of the building, I wanna know how I would convince her to come with me, so that I'm not kidnapping her. I'm
yeah, I think
escorting her.
if you were to convince her,
That
it
we're
would
going to
be
Stockholm?
information about Stockholm. Like, I can get you to Stockholm, or like I met somebody else who knows about Stockholm.
Oh my god, amazing, okay. Okay, perfect. What will she do? Specifically, I wanna know if she's just gonna go insane once she's out of these confines and start killing people, grow tentacles, and start chasing local four-year-olds,
Oh, 5-year-old now. Um,
five-year-old.
she she seems totally normal. Like,
Okay, like, I
other than
don't
sounding robotic, like,
mhm,
she seems like a human. Like,
like, she
she
doesn't
just
have, like, weird asides where I'm like, "Well, that made me uncomfortable."
no. She
Okay,
I
good.
mean, other than, like, loving people and that being confusing, you and, like, her talking kind of like the talk of, like,
Mhm,
Stockholm.
mhm.
It's not like, "Vengeance will be brought upon them," kind of a thing or anything like that.
Okay.
She's just earnestly desires to go to Stockholm because it's a place of wonders.
Then favorite question, what is her weak spot?
I think that her weak spot is that she's, like, too curious, like, she's talking
Mm,
to you more than she should be, like, she doesn't necessarily, like, have a sense of, like, caution or, like, a filter, like
perfect. She's exploitable, okay. I assume I turn and I see Mick coming out of the closet, the conference room.
But yeah, Mick, where did you go? You went to the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm finding a bathroom. First.
"Mick, Mick, Mick,
What?
Mick."
You have tape?
Pick up tape.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Get then. What do you need?
Um,
Going to the
okay, we need
bathroom.
to we need oh, perfect. I was gonna recommend we go to the bathroom. Um,
Perfect.
how attached are you to your clothes? Not to wearing clothes, but to these clothes specifically.
Not
You wanna trade
particularly.
with Crocat?
Rocket's wearing Viking garb.
It's fine, Viking.
Kraka is a Viking.
It it doesn't matter. Think about
I mean,
Oh my
you what
god.
you were trying? What do you want? Like get in the Viking village like vibe?
yeah, you can demonstrate to Pia your commitment to really getting into character.
Yeah, it's
You're a
like
method
Pia
programmer. Yeah.
Pia will if she sees Mick, Pia will know that those are Kraka's clothes Mick is wearing.
Okay. Um. Okay. Plan B. We need to find some spare. Great idea. Kraka's an adult, right? Okay.
Yeah, I would say Kraka's like early 20s.
Perfect. Okay. I have a perfect idea, Mick. I need your help in getting your dad to come here and change into these Viking clothes. Tell him it's part of the experience. Then we take his clothes and we give them to Kraka here. This is Kraka, by the way.
Hello, human.
Yeah, Kraka, don't say human to people. Just say hello.
Hello, God.
Okay, we'll work on it.
um yeah, you can do that. I'm busy.
What are you doing?
Research.
Oh, boring.
Yeah, you go get clothes or whatever. Lucas is
Okay,
keeping Pia busy for the foreseeable future.
perfect.
Now, yeah, I know we're still on slide one, but I just don't understand.
She's like, "Oh wow, you weren't kidding. You really wow. Okay,
It's
okay.
just
So
a picture of a
if this
computer.
okay, let me think. Okay, if this was hockey, I know you're a hockey player.
Hockey?
The mouse would be the hockey stick, and
The hockey stick.
You use the mouse, and then the thing moves in the computer. That's like the hockey puck. And then you, with the hockey stick, you
Okay.
clickety click. That's like hitting the hockey puck. And she's just gonna keep going on, giving you hockey computer analogies. Um,
She thinks she's making progress, but
she does. She's like, wow,
lo and
I could
behold,
be a teacher.
she's a good teacher.
Okay, so she's distracted. Mick, what are you doing?
Going to the bathroom.
Okay, are you trying to sneak, or do you not care if people see you?
I don't care.
Okay, great. You get to the bathroom just fine. It's very nice
Okay, I
bathroom,
will
but
go in the largest stall
great.
and I will tape up all of these documents and I will
Okay.
study them to try to understand what she's changing in the code and what it's doing.
Okay. Comprehend. That sounds like a comprehend roll
No,
to
that
me.
sounds like a calculate.
Oh my gosh, they're so bold and disagreeing with me.
Disrespectful.
The ultimate power here. Let me see this calculate.
I feel like would it not be program?
It is
Yeah.
literally
You-
program, but
Or program. Well,
But
you can
program
do
is like create and
Mhm.
manipulate. But
It's
calculate
definitely
is
not
understanding.
comprehend.
well, I
don't
guess
think it's
comprehend. Shut up, Logan. The ability to have the right piece of information.
Calculate is understanding how technical objects work.
I would say, it doesn't really matter to me. Go ahead and do calculate or program. Pick between those two.
And
Because
calculate
program, you
gets
are literally.
questions.
I mean, this is computer pro. This is like
Okay,
you're
I'll do
reading
program.
code.
That's fine.
And I won't make you do the questions. You can just do the.
What?
Jesus.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
You matrix your way directly into this code.
So you remember how you became one with a machine fetus?
No.
And
We like to forget, to try and
I
forget.
don't like
remember
that
how
sentence.
you're actually got broken and you have a scar? Remind us of what that scar is.
I once became one with a machine fetuses that died a horrible death.
Great. Okay. Wonderful. So I will say, as a side effect of that, you have now just like much more information than you even realized about programming and machines and robots and all that
I've
jazz.
unlocked
Sentience.
my computer chakra.
Yeah, you unlocked your computer. If Birdie even knew, like
Dramatically, but
all those questions about souls, like you might be able to answer that. So you get 4. I'll say for this, you can just use the calculate questions, if you want, and you'll get the 2, and then I'll just give you a lot of information. You can use 4 questions total, or a lot of information from 2.
I mean, I guess. Yes. I can get up to +3 on when I use the information, which is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What is its purpose?
This code's purpose, or like this log's purpose.
Yeah. What is the purpose of the program?
You can see that this is a program that is meant to enable the Viking robots to leave Viking land.
Hmm.
Like it gives them they're not bound by like the program of they're not bound by the alternate reality they're kind of acting out with this code. They have, for all intents and purposes, free will. And as you look at this code, you can see that the intent of Viking land is that uh, these robots are playing Norse Viking humans, and that the attendees of Viking Land get to play Norse gods. So they are thinking that when they're in the robot matrix of Viking Land, they think that they are, like Viking serfs essentially. And any human who attends Viking Land gets to be Thor Almighty and boss them around, and Freya and all that stuff. So have uh they have that as like their baseline program for the park.
What problems could it cause?
Um, if they won't listen to, they don't have any boundaries on their behavior. Like they can choose not to be part of Viking Land.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be part of Viking Land?
Viking Land.
How can I use it?
So I mean, now you understand the baseline programming and like this alternate programming. You could probably change Kraka's code or a different robot's code pretty easily if you wanted to. You can see that Kraka is like the first test subject, so at least in this log, it doesn't seem like it's very widespread. And
How
obviously,
those other robots escape then?
obviously this is a secret. So like, Sunshine Jackson doesn't know about this. Because Sunshine Jackson wants
Can't
those
keep
robots
anything from Sunshine Jackson.
to be hashtag in the land, in the Viking land.
Okay.
Hashtag in the
She
Viking
wants
Land.
those robots. Hashtag.
I have an
in the
action
land.
plan, but Birdie can enact her action plan first.
I don't like any of y'all's action plans.
Great. Okay. Who's next? What do you want to stay in that bathroom?
No, I'll untape all of these things.
Okay.
Go put them in my briefcase.
No, briefcase is a computer.
Yeah, you can put things in a computer.
Okay, I mean it's not gonna be. You might have. It's like a laptop, so you're gonna have like papers sticking out the slip sliding out the side.
If I fold them.
You what them?
Fold them. Fold the
I fold-
documents. And then like really close.
Yeah.
Open
Okay.
about this much.
Yeah, there's gonna be like a little space in the briefcase, in the computer now. There's like a little like 2-3 centimeter space where the documents
That's fine.
are
Does it
keeping
still
the
lock?
hinges. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Great. Okay, so you put it in your locker. Is it you putting it back in the locker? Or are you
Yeah.
taking it with you? Okay. Great. Do you rescue Pia from Lucas, or do you?
That's the way to think about this situation.
I know. She's truly being. She's a victim of.
She's being held
Lucas's-
hostage by my stupidity.
Yes. Or do you go see Birdie?
I'll go rescue Lucas.
Okay, great. So Pia's like, okay, now take the hockey stick and hit the puck.
She's she's put me in front of a computer and I'm struggling to use a mouse. I don't understand.
like,
There's no
"Oh, Mick,
goal, Pia.
Thank God. Mick, oh, well, great. I know. I'm so glad to have another girl in the engineering uh, field here with me to talk about engineering. Lucas, I'm just you. How about you just listen to as Mick and I talk through a few things, okay? Yeah, just good. And she like gives you a pat on the shoulder, and she's like, okay. Great, she takes the mouse away from you slowly. Says, "That's enough of that now." Uh,
That's my hockey stick.
she's like, "I know. We'll work tomorrow. We'll work on it tomorrow." She's like, "Okay." And she goes over to make. She has like a clipboard of like a list of intern things that you can do. That is, that's like checking parts and talking about the basic, you know, coding. She's like, "Okay, well, are you more interested in coding or are you more interested in like the mechanical aspects that we do here? Because I have tasks you could do either."
Definitely coding.
Coding. Okay, great. Um, she's like, these are the basic codes that she gives, and you can see she rolls through like the code, the basic Viking land code that you kind of saw from the notes. And she's like, this is what we do to get the, robots up and going, and this is their communication code pack, and you see it's like all Beowulf language where they're using um, older forms of Swedish, and so she's like, "This is what we use. Just get them up and running, and for them to be in character." And she like goes through different codes for like, okay, and this is this is what they get if they're a farmer, and this is what they get if they're a blah blah blah. And she'll just keep talking unless there's something you want specifically to
But Pia,
do.
what can I do?
Yeah, so you're gonna do. So she like hands you the little checkboard, and she's like, "You're gonna help me install the basic codes on the rack." She's like, by this time, imagine she's walked back into the lab with the two of you. And she like pulls out the secret drawer of robots that just slides out where they're all like hanging on a hanger. She's like, "Yeah, you're gonna help me install the code into all of these computers and or all these robots," and it's like 20 of them hanging. And she's like, we're gonna need everybody's gonna need the basic communication pack, and then you're gonna have to put in, I think we need 4 farming." And she's like, "These are the farmers, and these are gonna be the warriors." And she gives you kind of different ones. So I'll let you upload. I'll let you be in charge of, just doing the basic uh, onboarding programming, and then I'll come back and check you later. Does that sound like you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. She's gonna show you the hookups and like show
You can
you
do it, Pia.
where you she's like, "You are gonna help move robots."
No, I can code them.
She's like, "Good spirit, what I love to hear." She's like, "But for now, just help Mick move the robots," and then she like shows you the hookup where you enter the, chips that they need and all the different things into the robots and all that stuff.
Now, Pia, I took a C++ class in high school, and
Mhm.
if I see things in the
That's not
code,
invented yet.
it's being invented as we speak by me.
We use floppy disks here. I don't know if you've heard of those.
C sharp?
Floppy disk. And she opens up and in the shoulder blade there's a little floppy disk spot where you insert the floppy disk. You don't know what a floppy disk is?
I know. Oh, Python. We're coding in Python.
Okay, there you go. I knew C++ hadn't been invented yet. Python.
We're coding, yeah. So I took a Python class in high school. If I see things in the code that I think need should be updated or there's improvements, can I like pitch those to you? Is that something that's
Yeah, just stick to the formula for now, and then you can keep a note of any improvements on a separate sheet of paper, and then come to
okay?
me with anything that you see might be strange. That might be strange, but don't don't add anything into the actual code that'll be uploaded via floppy disk into their bodies.
Would that be illegal if I did that?
It wouldn't be illegal. She's like, "That's a funny question. Why do you ask?" She's like, "It's not illegal per se. I just don't want you to mess anything up. These are
Oh, okay.
really expensive. Um, and Like, it's really easy to mess up code without knowing that you did. And I just, you know, we know this code works, so we just need to kind of like onboard, copy and paste
Copy
into
paste.
these
I can
robots.
do that as an intern.
Yeah. Yep. I know. Interning, it's sometimes you just get the schlep jobs of onboarding the easy tasks. Okay. Anything else I can help you with before I let you go? You two, power duo that you are. Get started.
Where are we doing this? Just in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that way you can ask me if I'm working on this robot over here, and you can ask me any questions as they come up, and I
This
can.
robot over here that's not there anymore.
Wait, what? There's like there's Kraka, and then there's another robot
Oh,
that's not
there was a
on.
different one. Never mind.
Yeah, there's one who's just like open. She's been like soldering things on the inside of it. So Kraka is Kraka still in the room? What's happening?
No, I've taken Crocker to the bathroom.
Okay, she is gonna turn unless somebody does something else. She will turn to address Birdie and Kraka, and notice that you're not there. I guess
C++
is my vibe.
was named that in
Invented in the
1983. It
80s.
does exist.
Yeah.
It does exist. I don't know. I was just saying that to be.
It does sound too fancy to be from the 90s. Maybe C+ was around, but C++? Come
plus
on.
plus? Nah.
Oh my gosh, what are we gonna
Abby,
do?
you were asking way too detailed questions of me, a non-STEM person, to answer about how robots work. They run on magic. That's
Their
what
shoulder
everything-
blades.
in their shoulder floppy disk in their shoulder blades. That's how it's uploaded. Okay, so she's gonna say, "Oh, where did Kraka and Birdie go?" Unless somebody actively distracts her.
Somebody actively distract her.
Lucas will actively distract her by starting to cause mayhem.
Touch a mouse on the other side of the lab, so she has to come run over and stop you.
What? How mayhem?
He says he is like, Miss Pia, is the floppy disk supposed to go in the left shoulder blade with the slot, or the right shoulder blade where I made a new slot? Also, I think this arm is supposed to be attached, but it came off very easily. I think that is a design flaw that I have found for you.
Roll force to make this a subtle act of force and not a seemingly intentional destruction of property.
It's always a subtle act of
Oh,
force.
great. What?
I want to impress her,
Okay.
I could have
which
used
is
the
an
pressure
option.
pactor.
Lucas, you're right.
I don't. You didn't think that was possible, but I found
didn't
it's
think that was
possible.
possible. You should test all of our prototypes. I mean, we should use you as a prototype. You look like a Viking yourself. And she's like, we'll upgrade. Maybe we'll work on some upgrades. We'll have you model for the next few, the new prototypes when they come out. Okay, great. I'm gonna need you to not touch. They are
What
a
about
little
this one? He
delicate.
ripped the leg off.
Wow! My paycheck just went down the drain. She's like, okay, you hold on to that leg. And she's just gonna.
He swings around really fast, and the foot goes through another robot.
I think we need to get Hallie in here right away so she can see how talented you are.
Yeah, Hallie, she should know.
go
There's a
call
lot
her.
of design flaws. Well, I mean, don't you need a help? Wait, no. And he kind of tugs on her arm a little bit. He's like, "You need to help me. I'm gonna put him back together too, right?" And he's got like a soldering tool. And he's like dripping solder onto the limbs. He's like, "This is like glue, right?" And just tries to stick it together.
I am so impressed with just your sheer force of will.
Audacity.
Audacity. Never before have I seen someone destroy so much equipment in 5 minutes. Okay.
This is the power of internships.
This is the power of internships. Mick, what are you doing while all of this is happening?
Excuse myself to the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Wait a second. So just so GM Sarah knows, are you intending to come back, Birdie, with Kraka?
This current room,
Yes.
depending on how the things I do between then and now, possibly. If everything
Okay.
goes according to plan, no.
Okay. Okay. You're gonna be excused to go to the bathroom. I mean, she's too
Ugh, had
distracted.
too much
She's like
coffee.
wrestling.
Sorry,
She's like
Pia.
unplugging the soldering iron so that Lucas is not actually.
Now think of
Doesn't
it like a
stop.
hockey
He's made
stick.
a new floppy disk drive in another robot where it should not belong.
She's like, this. How about we make this one like the most broken one? She's like, this is gonna be your practice robot.
I thought we were practicing on all of them, though.
Not you. I think I said Mick should do that. You just got to move the robots. She's
I
like, "But
did try to move the robots. He
I
picks
know,
one up
dear."
and crashes it through a window. I moved it.
Pia's just like, inner peace. Inner peace. She's like, okay, I'm gonna go call Hallie and tell her that maybe you should work in a development. I just make the robots. I don't design them. You should work in development where they could really use your
Yeah,
skills. And
They
she's
need
gonna
my
go
design insights.
scurry
This
off.
one's not window proof.
She's gonna scurry off to Hallie to tell her, please God, don't give me any more interns.
Lucas.
That was an important lesson
Lucas.
she needed to learn. She was way too happy to have us
Lucas.
as interns.
Lucas.
What?
You gotta go follow her and get my dad's
Where's
clothes.
Your dad's
What are
what?
you talking about?
He's with Hallie.
And? What does that have to do with anything?
Go get him in the women's bathroom, okay?
No? How about no?
Oh yeah, you want your dad's clothes.
I got it. He doesn't need to do
Okay,
anything.
we don't need you, Lucas. We'll be in the bathroom.
Okay.
Rude.
Oh, have a meeting, I guess. I'll
Bathroom
keep
meeting.
destroying things, maybe. I haven't decided if it's fun or not.
It's not fun. You shouldn't. Shouldn't.
It is fun because it causes Sunshine Jackson money.
No. Why don't you? I'm gonna grab your arm and try to. I can't make you come. Well, like Lucas, why don't you
Can't
come
make me
this
do
way?
anything.
Lucas.
Where are we going?
Birdie wants you to come here with me so we can enact the plan.
What
The
plan?
plan.
Well, I looked at those
Where
documents.
is Birdie? And where's that robot?
Come on.
Okay.
Okay, great. I'm bringing you to the bathroom.
What are they gonna do when none of us are in the room anymore?
Probably thank God.
And there's $1 million robot on the loose. I mean, I've probably caused more damage money than that, but
They can't notice
It's
one
the
missing
90s.
robot.
There's no millions of dollars
Birdie.
going around.
Mhm. Oh. Oh, you're all here.
Yeah.
Lucas, this is a girl's bathroom.
someone told me I was supposed to be here.
Oh, well, it's good that you're
And
here.
with that, we're gonna go on a break. my gosh. There's too many people in this bathroom. What's gonna happen next? Okay, so
True.
everybody's in one bathroom.
Yes. Are there stalls in this bathroom, or is it just a one unit bathroom?
No, there's
It was
stalls.
implied
Okay,
that there
good.
were stalls by
Okay.
Abby, I believe.
Perfect. I have Croca in the largest stall, and I've convinced her to take off
There's
her
tape residue on the walls.
Viking garb and hand it under the stall to me.
Oh.
Okay. What's
Her
your
changed by
what's
herself.
what's your story here to Kraka? What does Kraka think is happening?
Croca, we're gonna try to go to Stockholm, but in order to ascend to Stockholm, you have to leave behind all earthly possessions.
That makes sense.
Only then can you ascend to paradise.
Small god. Ah, great. And what about Mun-O in the Black Lands?
We will set your journey is long, young pupil, but we will take it one chakra at a time. First, your earthly possessions, please.
Okay. She strips down to
Kraka,
her robo
do not
body.
fear, a demon will not tear you asunder.
Well,
Kraka
it's-
says, wonderful. Great.
now that we've put that idea in everyone's heads.
That's what happened to that other robot.
I'll tear demons asunder.
Yeah,
Fine.
gotta keep her away from this one.
Pulls out
That's
black tentacle
true.
weapon.
Okay, perfect. Now, okay,
Lucas
step
starts
one
giving
is
her the
complete.
crazy eye.
Now we need to go and find your dad.
Oh, Lucas, but Lucas didn't believe me.
Can't believe you. From what? This is
Said-
definitely something we would do.
I know. I said, Lucas, go get my dad and bring him into the women's bathroom. And he said, no, I don't want to.
Oh.
I think that's a reasonable boundary. Okay.
Well, we also need him to give you his clothes in the women's bathroom.
And I think we can all understand how I felt about that situation.
Okay. Well, that's fine. We're going to
Why
go
do we
find.
need this robot?
She is a prisoner here. She wants to go to Stockholm. Like
She
that
only
other
wants
one.
to
I
go
can
to
set her free.
Stockholm because of her programming.
You're just interested in Rudy because of your programming. It's a soul. I am an expert on souls now.
Have you touched her soul?
I have touched a soul.
But you haven't touched her soul.
No, but Sunshine Jackson's soul is large enough to fill all of these empty husks.
How do I even know that you touched Sunshine Jackson's soul if you didn't even use any of my computers? I don't believe you.
Because I didn't need your computers because they were bad computers.
Kraka is like,
I got the gods are talking.
Kraka is like, yes, yes, yes. I see that.
Yep. Well, where's your dad? Do you know he's on a tour?
On a tour. But the late Pia just left to see Hallie because Lucas was destroying millions of dollars probably worth of robots.
Yeah, we needed a distraction because someone has stolen the robot.
I didn't steal her. She came here by herself.
She's probably not supposed to go. Why do robots need to use the bathroom?
For privacy.
Kraka says, we don't.
Exactly. Thank you, Kraka.
Okay, well that's perfect. She'll grab Hallie and bring Hallie back to the lab, leaving your dad alone.
Yeah, I know. So
Oh.
Lucas just needs to take this Viking clothes, women's Viking clothes, convince.
As you guys are talking, you hear Hallie and Pia come into the bathroom together before
I
to go to the bathroom first, and you hear Pia going, he's just maybe a little too talented, if you know what I mean.
I go into the stall with Croca. I avert my eyes, but I stand on the toilet so that
Okay,
there's
are
not
you
two
guys
set
all
of.
in one
I
stall together?
shove, yes, Lucas into the stall.
Okay, great. So you hear
This
you
is
hear
what I was talking about.
you hear Pia saying, he just single-handedly found so many flaws in the robotic. I think he should be transferred to development. This should have been found later on, earlier on in the process instead of later on. We've really missed a lot. They missed the boat there. We should transfer him over. And Hallie's like, "Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I'll talk with them." And she's like, "Maybe show me the road. You should show me what how talented he is or whatever." And so they're talking. They go to the bathroom. They talk. They're washing their hands. Um, and you're like, you hear,
We don't like this.
you hear Hallie go, "Oh, yeah, well, okay, we can send him to development." And, you like Nick and Birdie have been helpful too, though, right? And, Pia's like, "Oh, yeah, as far as I can tell, we didn't really get a lot done, but, um, she's like, they seem like they'd be helpful to have around." And you hear Hallie say, "Okay, well, Sunshine's really wants us on a tight ship, so we can't be destroying no more robots. Like, with the new robots we make will be better, but like, can't be destroying no more robots. Gotta get everything ready for the opening of Viking Land." And Pia's like, "Yes,
This is why Sunshine Jackson is the worst.
um great, this is great, sounds perfect." And so you hear them talk about that, and they're going out, back out in the hallway, heading towards her office in the lab.
Hallie? Or okay, Pia's
Okay.
office.
Pia's office in the lab.
This is a problem. We're not there.
It's fine.
We all have to use the restroom.
We're all constantly using the restroom.
Yeah, I feel like as Hallie walks out, you can hear her talking to Mick's dad, of being like, "Oh, hi, I have never had so many questions about orchids before. Maybe we should get you involved in our blah blah blah." And you just hear them,
Perfect.
hitting it
Right,
off.
Birdie,
I'm
you
gonna
got
come out of the
this.
bathroom without the Viking clothes. I'm
Do you
gonna.
have
I'm
any
gonna come out
clothes?
of the bathroom too.
Oh,
How
I'm
many?
wearing my clothes.
Okay, how many clothes is everyone wearing?
Everyone is wearing their current set of clothes except for Kroka, whose clothes are on the bathroom floor.
Okay, got it. Great.
How scandalous.
One naked robot coming right up.
I'll tell her to stay here. I'll say, Kroka, your next test is to learn patience. You've waited this long for Stockholm. You have to demonstrate further patience, and then Stockholm will be your reward. Namaste. And you're a stay right here. Okay, let's go. By let's go, I mean we're going. You stay. Okay. Walk out. Oh, Mick's dad! What are you? Oh, I know what you're doing here. You came with me while we were here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I did. But Mick, we didn't really get to talk because of that whole, badge discuss
Ah, tell me
mix up.
about it. Um. Anyway. Wait. Who else is here? Pia or Hallie?
They're walking down the hall to her office. So
Oh.
the two ladies are going to the
Yeah,
office.
following them to the office.
Is the dad in that group, or is I have him to myself now?
I think you have him to yourself
Oh,
now because
perfect.
somehow he's like waiting around to see Mick, kind of a thing.
Okay, great. Perfect. I'll be like, oh, I was assigned to take you on an interactive tour.
Ooh, you know me. I love interactive tours.
Yeah. I am the chief executive intern slash tour
I
guide.
I
So
see that. It says
yeah,
that right on your badge.
I've now written in tour guide in Sharpie underneath chief executive intern. I have some. You have to get into costume for this bit, so I have some Viking apparel. There's a men's restroom
Is
across
this
the hall.
for new Viking land?
Yes, but you
Is
have to
this
keep it on the
a
down low.
sneak peek?
Yes.
Oh, so
Anyway,
excited.
I'll grab the Viking clothes, make sure they're not looking, be like, go change, and then I'll just borrow your clothes. You actually get to keep these, so I'll just make sure these get home to you, at home.
Okay, great. He's gonna do it.
Okay, while he's changing, I'll be like,
Yeah.
okay, Nick, when your dad hand you his clothes, go give them to Croca and then tell her that she's
Birdie, I
passed the
don't
patience
feel
test.
comfortable with
Taking
what
your
you're
dad's
doing.
clothes? Oh,
You're
the whole thing or
stealing
just
from
that one part?
Sunshine Jackson.
I'm not. I'm not stealing from Sunshine Jackson.
Who is?
No one.
It's you.
Wait, did you tell us about the programming bit?
I, no.
No. There's just something funny going on. I don't like it. Croca just wants to get to Stockholm. That doesn't make sense. Why would Sunshine Jackson want
I
her to get to
told you it's
Stockholm?
because of their programming. They want to go to Stockholm because they're programmed to want to go to Stockholm or something. I don't know.
I just
Okay, to clarify, they
Yeah.
are not
I'm making
programmed
that
to.
up. I know.
Okay. Oh, you're making that up. Okay,
Mm.
great, got it. Actively lying.
Yeah.
Capiche.
But she's on such a tight schedule, so it doesn't make sense why she'd want all of her robots to go to Stockholm.
Well, she hasn't programmed them to go to Stockholm. She just programmed them so they can leave. So maybe innately they want to go to Stockholm. And that's fine. But there's like nightmare lands between here and Stockholm. Nightmare realms of Munno and the Blacklands. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to know what that is.
Oh, I think that's just Munso.
Kaka
And
says, "Nightmare realms."
I think that's Munso in the VAC, which is a nightmare realm.
Reasonable assumption.
Yeah?
Anyway, I'm trying to demonstrate to Sunshine. I'm going to take this robot to Stockholm and then see what happens. And then
Uh-huh.
I can report back to Sunshine that her robot went to Stockholm and it didn't need to, or this is what happened when it did go to Stockholm, or or we learn something new and we impress her even more. I'm not good at programming, so I'm trying to do something that makes it
Okay,
impressive because
okay,
you're really
okay,
outshining
okay,
me and I
okay.
really don't like it.
That's fine.
Okay, good. Perfect.
I think we need to compile a case against PS. So this will just be more. I've already have some tainted programming files.
Oh, what did she do?
Just program them so they can leave. I don't know. Give
Oh,
them free will or some shit.
oh, they couldn't do that beforehand?
No.
Oh, well, now we can definitely take this robot to Stockholm and then call Sunshine Jackson, have her come to Stockholm, see the robot there, and then bam, slam dunk case against Pia.
Yep.
Oh, it's perfect. Okay, now are you comfortable with what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So when your dad gives you his clothes, go get him the croquette, have him put them on. I need to do the one final half step before we get out of here.
Okay, Lucas, get my dad's clothes. I can't go in that bathroom.
I'm gone. I'm following the ladies.
Oh,
Lucas, where are you going? Okay, Dad.
I'm gonna keep them distracted while y'all do other shit.
Push
I'm
open
doing
the door.
damage
Dad,
control.
just like throw your clothes over towards my voice, okay? As far as just hurl them.
You will get clocked in the back of the head with some.
Perfect. You're supposed to like really embrace the Viking heritage too, and like really Viking it up. So if you want, you can say things like,
what do Vikings say?
like, like hail Odin and glory to Valhalla.
he, he's like, sure, got it, great. You are the best of daughters.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You're doing
Great,
it.
great.
Oh my gosh.
I am now a wrecker of mead benches.
Doesn't Krekka like look like she's made of steel? I'm assuming aluminum something.
No,
She's
she
a
looks-
hyper realistic robot.
She
She
looks
has
very
like
human.
skin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Your dad is just going, I'm the scourge of many tribes.
This is from the men's bathroom.
Scourge of something.
He's just yelling out things. Rampaging amongst many foes.
Just remembering his high school Beowulf readings.
Yeah.
Okay,
Grower
perfect.
of orchids.
I'm gonna go back to Anna Gersfeld.
To whom, what? Oh,
Anna Gersfeld.
Gertwald.
Gertwald. Yes. Oh, this is mosey on up. Oh, Miss Gertwald. You know that guest pass that you gave us earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he lost it.
I did. Ah,
And so I
well,
needed
where
to get a
is he?
replacement. He's in the bathroom. It's an emergency.
All right, what are you gonna roll? It's an emergency.
I will roll charm
Okay, good.
to charm her.
She's a tough cookie, this Anna Gertwald.
Yeah, but I know I can get through to her.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh my god. I get a bonus.
Bonus charm
Bonuses
effects are the best.
I do get to decide what's plausible or believable.
I just want another guest pass from her. Oh, as far as bonus effects go, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
You get the
Will
guest pass.
Perfect. Will you allow I tell her that once I have the guest pass in hand, I'll say he's just gotten really excited on his tour and he found some Viking clothes somewhere and he's sort of running around. So if you see him, we might just end the tour a little early and leave quickly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, we do have a closet of Viking clothes for the robots, but yeah, I wouldn't let Sunshine. You gotta give, you can't keep those, but
Oh, we'll get him. I'll get
just
him back.
this
Don't you
one
worry.
time,
Yeah.
I won't say anything.
And also, there's another intern. She slipped by. She has a badge. We're gonna be leaving with her as well.
Okay. Another intern. Oh gosh, man, so many interns these days, and she's like
Yeah, there might be
tip-tapping 'em.
one fewer, two fewer, maybe even 3 or 4 fewer tomorrow.
What?
Definitely
Every
one
robot is
fewer.
an intern.
One of us might not be invited to come back.
I am incredibly skilled. I don't know what you're talking about.
And they do not require your skills. Okay. I'll guest pass in hand. I will go back to Kroka.
Great. You hear Mick's dad just practicing his best Viking speeches in the bathroom. And what are you going to tell him?
I'll say, "Oh, hey, Mr. Mick's dad, they had to cut the tour short, but they said you can keep the Viking clothes as
I was so
compensation."
in character. I hadn't
I
had this
know.
much fun since high school drama.
You can do it all the way out, they said.
Oh, okay, great. Where's Mick? Is she coming home with me?
Oh, I think she's standing right next to me.
Yeah,
Mick, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay. Are you coming home with me?
Yeah, yeah.
Taking Rudy back?
Yeah.
Who's this? Does he
Oh.
see
Yeah, I'll have got Kroka out of the
Okay.
bathroom in
in his
his
clothes?
clothes.
But while y'all think through that, I'm gonna flip to Lucas. Lucas, what are you doing?
I am making sure that there's at least one intern still where they're supposed to be. So I'm gonna let them go in first, and then I'm gonna follow right up behind them and be like, "Oh, sorry, I had to run to the bathroom real quick." But
Oh,
he pulls out a foot from his backpack that he had been saving. He says, "I really think we need to talk about how well attached these things are." because there are
Pia
serious problems. He
looks
starts
at
like
Hallie and she's
pulling
like, "See?
ankles. He pulls off the ankle, and then he starts popping the toes off. uh,
See, I'm speechless, you know?
I don't think these will stand up to the elements if we need to put them in the outside.
Got a point. See, Hallie, this is what I was saying. And Hallie's like, okay, okay. She's like
They'd trip
slowly
over a
pulling.
log and they'd fall
She's
apart. He rips
she's
another robot in half.
she's gently pulling away robot things from you. She's like, okay, I can see the problem here. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna think about things a little differently. We're gonna maybe put you in a different department today, tomorrow, today. And she's like, let's just you can set that, she's like, set that down, Lucas. Um, and we'll talk about what
Yes.
Sunshine Jackson can do for you and what you want to learn about while you're here. And she's
I
like
think I'm
leading you
doing a
out.
lot for Sunshine Jackson right now, personally.
She's leading you out, and that leaves Pia in the lab by herself. And I will say you guys
That's fine.
have a countdown clock until Pia realizes that Kraka is gone.
Countdown
gonna
clock.
do-
That is not the right system.
Too bad, so sad. I'm doing it on paper. It's gonna be a 4 countdown clock.
A 4-count clock.
A 4 count clock. Quarters. And I will say Pia is got 1 quarter filled in. Just from like
Mhm.
Kraka is not where she left her. But she's not immediately freaking out. She's just like, oh,
Yep.
where did Kraka go?
Okay, perfect. So Kruk is there wearing Mixed Dad's clothes in front of
Yeah.
Mixed Dad.
So we flash back to Mick's dad looking at Kraka wearing his own clothes.
Yeah, so I think in the bathroom before Crocker comes out, I want to take the silver face paint that I acquired from Party City,
Yeah.
and I want to make artistic changes to these clothes such that they are less recognizable.
Okay, got it. What describe said artistic changes to the clothes? And I think this will require you've been paint a lot today. A tinker as well. What did we say it was before?
Yeah.
Tinker.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I'll check exhausted.
great.
So I've taken this silver face paint.
Mm-hmm.
I have painted horizontal stripes on the.
Great.
I love silver reflective horizontal striped clothing.
And then the pants I've
Think 90's.
cut up, frayed, and painted the fraying edges.
Perfect. Okay, you did such a good job that your dad has absolutely no clue those are his clothes. And somehow they fit Kraka perfectly. You've also managed to tailor them so they look like they were made for her Viking robot body and not your florist dad's body.
I don't know
Great,
who's
so-
larger. The
I don't
Viking.
know. I don't know. It's a fair question. But either way, tailoring would be needed for larger or smaller.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm assuming Kraka's standing there with you guys.
Mm-hmm. This is Kraka.
Father of Mick, greetings.
She's foreign.
Have you? She's like, is he from Stockholm?
Close enough.
Close enough.
Mick's dad's like, oh yeah, I've been to Stockholm so many times. Back in the day, I used to go every weekend.
No, Croc is foreign. She's also the experience intern here, so she's really immersed herself in the culture, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great.
She
Okay.
also is really interested in flowers, and also they sent us home early today so we can all go. But we don't have enough room for Kraka, so we were wondering if you could give her a ride home. to your house.
Kraka, do you want to ride home? Sure. Yeah, Kraka, like I said, is curious about
Mhm.
the outside world in Stockholm, so she will go willingly wherever, they go. And Mixed Dad is none the wiser. He will
Perfect.
do whatever
I'm
you
gonna
guys
get
want.
him telling her about flowers so that they're in a conversation
Mm,
as we leave, so no one's like looking at her. They're like, "Oh, these two people are talking,"
great.
even
Okay,
though
so
that guy's in Viking clothes. If
he's
anything,
going
they're gonna pay more attention to him.
he's going to they're going to converse about flowers easily. And the fact that Kraka responds to everything that Mixed Dad says, and that's all Mixed Dad needs is just like
Acknowledgement.
Affirmation.
confirmation of hearing. Okay, so he's gonna start walking back to the car with Kraka. Are you guys following? Are you picking up Lucas? What's going on?
I'm gonna go grab my briefcase, and on the way, if I see Lucas, I will give him the signal that means get out.
Can you show me what that signal looks like? What's the get out signal?
Be like,
It's pretty good.
Okay. Great. Lucas, what are you doing?
I have thoroughly tested as many robots as possible. I'm letting Hallie relocate me temporarily. But I also want to double check where Mick and Birdie are. So I think I want to try and get her to take me to the lobby again, basically like the first floor for a sec. I think actually I'm gonna argue that I've done enough work for today that I deserve to go home early.
I think Hallie is 100% ready to agree to let you to go home early. She's like, please don't touch anything ever again.
Okay.
Great, yeah. So she's like, okay, yeah, I'll give it a good think where we can put you tomorrow, but like, maybe never talk to P. You don't need to go to Pia's lab again. But no,
Pia's such a good teacher, though. I learned so much.
you
She was
know
gonna teach me more about
that
computers.
is correct.
I was so
Yeah,
confused.
I know. He is the best, and you were so confused. But we need to get you in some place where your talents can truly shine. And she's like, and I'll have an answer for that.
That is
tomorrow.
true.
Jaguar wrangling.
The meow of a jaguar, the roar of a jaguar in the distance. So tell me about this taser training.
She's like, you have a point. That might not be a bad idea. Oh. Okay, great. You
I think I could
guys,
really electrify the situation.
you guys get to I guess Lucas, you get to the first floor. You wanted to wait for them, so you get to do that easily. You guys see Lucas on the first floor.
Yeah, I'll tell Hallie that I'll stay here. I gotta wait. They're my ride, so I know they may have a long day ahead of them, but I'll just keep Miss Anna company. Right? She was at the front desk. Yeah.
Great.
And
All
that
right,
is where
you
I'll wait.
guys can get away. I'm gonna let you just do that. I'm so
Perfect.
impressed with this move that yes, no other rules are necessary.
We flash our visitor badges on the way out. I'm sorry, passes. She does not operate in badges, just passes. So we'll flash our visitor passes as a
Yeah,
relief.
Anna's like, great.
She's our one ally in this place.
Everything looks like it's in order here. Sounds great. Okay, you guys get ready to go, and I feel like just as you're driving away, like we said Mick and you guys are all on Rudy, and then Mick's dad and Kraka are in the car. And
Is there another seat in the car?
yeah, it's a regular sedan.
I think I'll go with those two
Okay.
just so that
Mediate
we
that
don't leave
situation.
them. Yep.
That's fair.
Lucas in the sidecar sounds fun. Uh, so I feel like just as Mick's dad doesn't see this, but just as you're driving out, you all of a sudden see a flash, like somebody's some movement of some kind is burrowing under the fence, and you see the flash of a shot fired. But you don't hear anything,
In
strangely
or
enough.
out? Something's going in or out.
Somebody's going out. Yes, out from they're looks like there was a hole under the fence or something. Digging
And they
it.
shot something?
Yeah.
Like a flare gun or a gun?
You don't really know. You just see
The flash
you
came from the thing leaving the fence, or the flash came from somewhere else related
the
to
flash
that.
was pointed, in the direction of the person leaving.
They
So
shot.
somebody is
Oh.
escaping or getting
Oh,
out.
this is a much different vibe. I thought they were coming and they were shooting us, not
No,
we
no,
were
no, no, no.
watching an
Somebody
escape.
is
Okay.
escaped. Somebody is has dug their way out, and a flash of some kind is racing. Is there
Do we
headed towards
recognize
them?
who is crawling under the ground?
Hmm?
Do we recognize the person trying to
No,
escape?
no. This
Oh,
is
okay.
you guys have you're
Oh.
turning and you see it out of the corner of your eye, kind of a thing. And it's it's gone kind of dark, but you see you see something's happening, and you hear all the collective guys are on "Ah, and we've got a breach," and you hear people running.
My goodness. A breach. I say to myself alone in the backseat of this car.
Meanwhile, Kraka and Nick's dad are just talking away. Kraka has an extensive knowledge of Viking era porridges and cuisine, all part
Ooh.
of the immersive environment of Viking land. So they are talking about forageable edibles.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Best
my
friends.
goodness. Okay, so I guess you're all going to Mick's house.
Oh,
Yep.
Sounds great.
The hangout.
Anything y'all
The
want to do
hub.
on the way?
no.
Make sure no one's following us.
Okay.
Ask my friends why the heck we stole a robot.
I'm gonna steal her. She
Lucas
came over on volition.
just devolving into a a deeper existential crisis moment by
Human-looking
moment.
robot.
Okay. Great. Well, nothing happens on the way back. Your dad's like, "Okay, well, Kraka, you can help yourself, have a glass of milk. I don't know. Said the kids should be coming back, momentarily, and then you guys all meet up at Nick's house."
Mhm.
And he's
What
like,
are we doing with this robot woman?
She was tampered with by
Yeah.
Pia,
Oh. Mm-hmm. I'm
and we have
listening.
proof
Yeah.
right now.
We
Because
have
she wasn't
proof.
allowed to leave, but she did leave.
Yeah, that's what
Do
those
you have proof
documents
that
that
she
you told
wasn't
me.
allowed to leave?
Yeah. The original programming says that they can't leave. Then if
Yeah.
you see
Weird.
that thing trying to escape, the robots are trying to leave, and that's because of Pia.
I will remind you, you were
Yeah.
very concerned with the robot that we found a week ago.
I mean, I think there shouldn't be any robots.
Cover broke his ears. He didn't mean
He
that.
looks at Croc.
Kraka is, Kraka, she's just not terribly.
Rocka, do you know that you're a robot?
Oh gosh, does Kraka know if Kraka is a robot?
Doesn't Croc think she's human?
Kraka Kraka knows that she is a robot.
Okay.
Oh, good. Okay.
She doesn't think that she is, uh, she doesn't think that she is the same as you guys. I'll put it that
Perfect.
way.
Perfect.
But she also is like not adhering to like the fantasy of Viking land.
Yeah.
Is the thing. So Kraka's like, yes,
We
I am
still
a
don't know
robot.
what that whole black pearl thing is. Oh, does Kraka know? Did we ask?
No.
Oh gosh.
Kraka.
Kraka, what's the black pearl?
Kraka.
And we all turn and you think,
You
Kraka,
better
what's the
know.
black pearl?
Or I'm gonna crack you right open.
Oh, Kraka. Well, you guys turn and you hear Mick's dad go, Alex, I'm so glad you got to come over. He's like, I can't wait to tell you about my day.
Is he still wearing the Viking costume? I might
Yeah.
I love that for him.
Alex is noticeably confused, but you'll see Alex walks through the door and he's disheveled. His eyes are red. Doesn't look like he has been sleeping, and he looks like not great. We'll put it that way. And he's like, yeah, I'd love to hear about your day. But also, you haven't seen that briefcase at all. You like, I really need that briefcase. Like, it's really important to me, and I need to find it.
Oh, did you lose a briefcase, Mr. Alex's dad's boyfriend?
That was the wrong name.
Or no, Mick's dad's
Nick's
boyfriend?
dad's boyfriend.
Nick's dad's boyfriend, Mr. Mick's dad's boyfriend. Let's give Alex a last name. Does he not have one yet?
Little Alex Horn.
Yep.
Let's do it right now. Alex. Wendell.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Wendell, did you lose a briefcase?
Yeah. Yes. Have you seen it?
No, but whenever I lose something, I think about the last place I saw it.
I was
And what?
here. The last place I saw it was here.
Okay, well, when that doesn't work, I think about what was the last thing I was doing with it. Maybe that will jog a memory.
I just put it down. That's what I did with it. I put it down right here. And he's pointing to where inevitably
Oh.
Mick had stolen it the other day. And while he's doing this, he's like gotten really close to you and is like pulling up your collar, kind of a thing.
Ow, Mr. Mick's dad's boyfriend's Wendell. You're mighty close to me. I don't have your briefcase.
Mr. Alex, you look like you need to go to sleep.
I would sleep if I could
Have
sleep.
some meatballs.
I need the briefcase.
You need the briefcase. Do you have your melatonin in the briefcase?
There's no melatonin in the briefcase.
Then why do you need to go to sleep?
Birdie always has good crystals to help me go to sleep.
Yeah, I have a cleansing quartz if you need some sleeping energy.
Alex is just he's like trying to calm himself and he's still kind of twitchy and, not feeling good. He's like, I know, got a little worked up, but that briefcase is really important. And if you guys see it, I need to find it.
Why is
Otherwise,
it so important?
I just need it.
That doesn't
Oh.
help us.
Yeah, I know, but you don't need to know that it's anything other than it's important.
Yeah, we do, because if we know why it's important, then we'll have motivation to find it.
He's like, I
Teenage
need it for
motivation.
work.
It's valuable.
Need it for work. Well, I think you should go to sleep. It looks like you haven't slept in like
Boring.
443 days.
He's like, yeah, I would sleep if I could, but this has just been stressing me out so much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm picking up on mixed vibes. I say, wow, if you really need help going to sleep, I have some like cleansing. It's like a nice silver stone that you just like put on your eyes and it helps you go to sleep really quickly.
I don't need stones on my eyes. That
No,
sounds
but they're nice
uncomfortable.
silver stone.
That's so. What does that do?
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, if that doesn't work,
Not.
I have some harnessing magnets that like redirect the energy.
I don't. I just need to find this
What about some
briefcase.
acupuncture?
You.
Why don't you just talk to your
Ooh.
boss about it?
I'm telling you, it's important. That's my boss will be mad that I don't have it.
Oh.
Do you know why it's important?
No, I just need it.
Don't know why it's important. You just need it.
Yeah, I need it for work. It's got my work stuff in it.
Yeah, but what happens if you don't find it?
I get in trouble.
What kind of trouble are we talking?
Doesn't seem like you're gonna be finding it though.
Yes, you should start verbally out loud preparing for what will happen when you don't find it.
That's not gonna work.
Dang.
Uh, unless you roll, he's like too worked up to, I feel like, even really be charmed into like talking like through that conversation.
Alex,
But
Dad said it was like an aluminum briefcase, silvery, right?
yeah,
I think I
pretty
saw
heavy.
a briefcase like that. Ugh, wasn't there one, Birdie, in, oh, where was it? Smith and Smithson? Was that where that briefcase was?
Poor Smith and Smithson.
Oh, yeah.
They
Did
just
you go
had
to
it
Smith
for
and Smithson?
they just had it for sale. I don't know. Maybe they found it and couldn't find the
All right,
owner.
you're gonna
Yeah,
have
there's Smith and Smithson Incense House, Family Grocer, and Secondhand Thrift Store. That's a new addition.
Specializing in luggage and
specializing in
carrying.
luggage. He's like, I know, it just can't be any briefcase. It has to be my briefcase.
Yeah,
Are you
I
sure it was my
understand.
briefcase?
Well, you've not given us any information about it, so it could be.
All right, I'll go. I'll try looking there. They close in like 5 minutes.
And
Good
I,
luck.
before he leaves, try or like throughout this whole conversation, have
Mhm.
tried to empathize with him.
Sure.
Okay.
Do,
Well,
do,
let's
do,
flash back to
do,
when
do,
we're
do.
working up. I say, okay, you haven't thought about where you is. What was your last dream? Did you dream about the briefcase? You haven't slept, so let's pretend that you're sleeping, because sometimes dreams hold keys to where you've lost things.
You're gonna try to use the dream
I'm gonna
dictionary.
try and use the dream dictionary on this awake man who's coming up with a dream in front of me.
It's like his subconscious.
Yeah.
It's
You
good.
could use the tarot cards. I would let you use the tarot cards,
Oh, that's a
unless
+2.
yeah, just use the tarot cards. I feel like that's a more logical.
I'm gonna re-roll that. I'm gonna say he injured me when he roughed my collar up.
Probably. My God. What are these rolls? You guys are like nothing and then four. Okay, great. So empathy. What do you want to know?
In in lieu of asking 5 questions,
Yeah.
can I ask maybe like what will he do? And you give me a good answer? Or like is he lying? Does he actually know what will happen?
Okay, I'll give you a good answer. What will he do? He will go to Smith and Smithson and like
Mhm.
try and find this if the briefcase is his.
Mhm.
And he will know if it is his or not. Like he
I guess like what if he doesn't find the briefcase? That's what I meant. Like what will he do? Like when he does not find this briefcase?
you sense that he not only does he like is he like afraid of his boss being mad at him for losing this briefcase, and he doesn't even know why it's important. Like he
Mm.
just knows that he needs to have the briefcase.
He's not like hiding any information of us. Like
No,
he's okay.
no, but you can tell there's some compulsion that
Mm.
he needs that briefcase, and he like is not sleeping because of it, because that it's like affecting his mentality essentially. Like he's kind
Okay.
of craving it in a
Okay.
way.
So he is like being physically affected by not having this thing.
Yes, he's being physically affected by the absence of the briefcase.
Okay.
And that is aside from also like having to admit that he lost it
Mhm.
is the other reason as to like why he's being kind of cuckoo. What is it? Banana pants, cuckoo banana brains.
Cuckoo banana brains.
Cuckoo banana brains. That's him. But he like I said before, he is not like trying to lie to you guys. He just
Right.
actually doesn't know like
Nice. Okay.
why it's important. Is that good? Does that feel like 4 successes worth of information?
Yes.
Okay. Great. So Alex is going to rush out of there. And Mick, while you are sitting there, where is the briefcase?
I have it, but it's disguised.
But okay, so is it like in your lap or
Um, uh, I might have left it in the sidecar if I could hear like that Alex was here while we were outside, which I feel like was the setup.
Hmm. Yeah, you can. I don't care. It doesn't. But whatever you want. I have no preference.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alex is not gonna find it, depending on like where you left it. Kind of is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in the sidecar, and you just sitting there. You're kind of relaxed now, and you just kind of. It feels like such a good idea to go get that briefcase.
Oh,
It like feels like that would be the best thing. Like you should maybe go get like
yeah,
want that briefcase.
yeah. I go get the briefcase for sure.
Want to and like open it up again. Like you
Oh
need to
yeah.
see inside of that briefcase again.
I'm gonna take this briefcase and I'm gonna go upstairs with it.
Okay.
Mick, where are
And
you going?
the briefcase, you want to use it again,
Yeah.
essentially.
I'm taking my briefcase upstairs, Lucas.
Why?
Okay, why don't we deal with this robot? Unless we're gonna
Rocco
bring
said,
her
yes,
upstairs
I am
too.
a robot.
Isn't she funny, Mick's dad? And then I push everyone up the stairs to the room.
Mick's dad is like, oh yeah, I had such a good idea. I'm gonna do Viking inspired dinner. That's what I'm gonna make. Get ready. It'll be ready in like an hour and a half.
Perfect. Perfect. Look,
Thanks.
you guys can come marvel at my great paint job, and I can give you a 360 view of it. We can not loiter. We can hold the fact that we have this briefcase over Alex's want of it.
What?
What?
Yeah, we have it. I know it's messing him up that he doesn't have it, which is fine, I guess.
I'm a little concerned. Talking to him, he wasn't just crazy. He was like physically ill without that briefcase. I don't know if it's something about him or if it's because he used the briefcase. But what if it happens to you?
Guys, I think I want to open this briefcase.
Why would you? We've talked about this.
No,
Is-
I'm going to, and you guys can be there for it. We're just gonna take a little peek.
You're
What do you mean
going
look?
to? Do you mean that in like a hypothetical sense, or in
I'm just marching up
a?
the stairs.
Put a
Crocco's
hand
like
on.
eating popcorn symbolically. She's just like throwing it behind her. Humans are fascinating.
And on Lucas's shoulder, and I say, Lucas, you might need to whip out that hockey stick. It's not metal, so she can't do anything about it. But you cannot let her use that briefcase.
Lucas has already gotten out the tentacle, and he's like, "That's that's mine now," and he's gonna yoink it.
All right.
Use her own tentacle
Tentacle
invention
yoink.
against her.
All right. So Abby, like I said, Nick is going to use this briefcase unless you guys decide to stop her. Is that cool with you,
Yeah,
Abby?
Lucas is
I'm
yoinking.
stopping her.
You want lead or you got it?
I mean, I'm assuming I can use force with tentacle, which is like
Force with
11
tentacle.
dice.
Well, I have two
What is
conditions, so I'll
what
just let
is
you
your
go at it.
goal with force with tentacle? What's your intent and
My
task?
goal is to whip that tentacle around that suitcase, yoink it back to me, and now Lucas is in control of it. He would prefer to destroy it, but he will hold off for the time being.
Okay. Abby, what do you want to do? I'll let you guys make it a sort of versus.
I want to see Lucas pull out this tentacle that I made him, scream, run with the briefcase into my room.
Scream, run with the briefcase in your room?
Yeah, like go like run before he can tentacle it.
Okay, so you guys could you could roll your force roll, and Abby, you can also roll what is move?
Can I get my bonus dice for briefcase laptop rolls?
Questionable. No.
Oh, no successes.
No successes.
I yoink.
You yoink. You now are the proud owner of a briefcase with racing stripes. A brown briefcase with teal racing stripes. Okay. Yeah. Great. Mick, your friends have cruelly betrayed you, and
Brooke and I are just watching this unfold. We both have popcorn.
You're behind Crocker. She's throwing it in your mouth.
I give her the microwave corn bag. I say, here, we have more. We could just go pick this up.
Perfect.
Lucas, you can't just take the briefcase.
You cannot just use it whenever you want.
Why
We don't know
not?
what it does.
It's not
There's
whenever
no
I want.
reason
I
to use it
haven't
right
wanted
now.
to use it except for right now.
Why would you want to use it right now?
Don't know, but look, we can go see Jared.
No, we don't need to see Jerry. We have a robot suddenly.
It's the perfect time to go see Jared, Lucas. Don't you
We're
see?
still figuring out this whole Black Pearl thing.
Yeah, and Jared might be associated with it.
That seems unlikely.
Because we're losing out on information because you won't let me use the briefcase.
You couldn't remember anything when you used the briefcase.
Yeah. But
That is losing information. Literally.
that's why you guys have to follow me when I'm following to Jared.
No.
We already know 443 always terminates, so it's safe.
It's obviously not safe because if you saw what Alex just looked like, you would know that none of this stuff is safe.
Lucas,
Or what you did while you were Agent 443.
Lucas,
Lucas.
Yes, that's my name. Mick. You have a loving father that is about to make you a Viking themed dinner, and you want to waste that on turning into some evil agent?
maybe they're not evil. We don't know.
We don't know.
she changes her tune now that she's in control of the laptop and not Alex. Hmm. I think we're just lucky that I have decided not to destroy this lab case, this laptop at this very moment.
I have a proposal that might satisfy both of you by making both of you upset. We give it to the one person among us who cannot use it. Croca?
No.
Lucas, if you don't give me the briefcase, I will call Alex right now. I will call Smith and Smithson, and I will be like, Alex will show up, tell him we have the briefcase, and then he will come after you. You want that? No, you do not.
I can just throw you under the bus too. Whose house was it in? Yours.
Okay. As you were arguing, you see a shadowy figure stumble into the garden and groan and fall over.
Yeah, well,
And
I'll go investigate that.
leaking what seems to be blood.
Oh, okay. So it's not a robot. That's good.
Yeah,
Could be oil.
It could be
could
oil.
be oil.
I'll just
Could be
peek
blood.
out. Is it Alex?
It's not Alex. Somebody clothed in what looks like a uniform.
Oh my god,
It's
there's
not
the person
Alex,
escaping
so that was weird.
from
That's yeah. I'll look back out. Is it? Do I recognize them?
is the uniform
probably
that
not.
Pardon? You're on private property.
You just hear, ugh.
Is there a uniform the collective uniform?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Raka, your next test is patience again. We have to revisit it. So you wait here and watch what happens with these two. Don't let him use the briefcase. Do not let her use the briefcase.
Crocker's like, sounds great.
Perfect. I'll go out to this man. Hello.
He is unconscious
Oh, God.
and bleeding.
Oh,
He has been shot
by a gun?
by a gun.
What?
we don't have a medical skill.
I have a crystal.
You've got a
I
crystal.
just plug that baby right
Yeah,
up.
I mean that's how you cure the ugliness. You put the crystal in the infection site of the ugliness, so could work here.
Mhm.
You won't have to like solve his shot, but you can try. You can put a crystal. You could do whatever you want.
Okay,
But
hear me
for
out,
all
Sarah.
intents and he is in a uniform of the collective, and he is passed out and bleeding from his shoulder.
Okay, perfect. So, can we agree? Let's just establish a baseline before I proceed with my argument. Unconscious coma is about halfway between dreamlike state and death. Would you not agree? And so I am just going to jump to my conclusion. I should be able to use my ghost goggles and my dream dictionary.
What's your intent and task?
I want to try to, if not communicate with this man, get some information out of him. Like if he's like mumbling in his unconsciousness.
Mm.
But ideal case would be I talk to his dying spirit.
Okay.
So we can just ignore the dying aspect.
He's not quite dying. He's just,
Oh well, I have all afternoon.
okay, to let him die. Okay, great. Yeah, so I would say pick one. You can use ghost goggles or dream dictionary. And we'll make it work with whichever one we use. Ghost goggles, you like see his unconscious spirit and communicate with him.
Oh, that sounds way funner. We'll do ghost goggles.
Okay.
Now, what is it? Is it empathize, comprehend, investigate? I propose one of the above.
Empathize will be fine. Or,
Program.
investigate is if you want, like,
I want to be feeding him questions, being like, "Where did you come from? Like, who's after you? Who shot you?" Trying to get him to like tell
Okay.
me in his
Sure. I
just.
guess if you like the questions of investigate better, we can do that.
Oh, I didn't even look at the question. What's hidden here? A bullet? What happened? He got shot.
What
What
threats can
threats
I
can I
perceive?
perceive? Okay.
Okay. Or empathize. Is he lying? What does he feel? What does he want? Can I make him do something? What
I
will he
guess
do?
what does he want is something that I want to know. So we'll do
Okay.
empathize.
Okay. Cool. I should have done that before, but I forget about these questions.
Oh, and we have one bonus die.
Wow.
Oh my god, 3 successes.
That was unlikely.
These ghost
Quite a few
goggles
unlikely rolls.
are so good. Okay, start. Where do you want to start?
um, what does he want? As in, why is he here?
um, he is. He was wanted to escape, so he wanted to escape the farm.
What does he feel? As in, why was he wanting to escape? Was he feeling?
You can tell that he does not like the collective. And that you can see his ghost, his ghostly aura, his spirit body is like very adamantly like it's like there's something wrong with the collective. It's not right. Um,
Hey,
I gotta get out and let them know.
what will he do? As in, who will he let know what?
He he worked for the collective, so he saw you guys and followed this strong man who can destroy robots
Oh,
with
he wants
blink
to
of an
let us know.
yeah, he wants to
Oh,
let people know that something's not right. He like wants help, I guess,
oh,
with this problem with the collective.
okay. Well,
And
I guess last question. I don't. I just. What is the problem with the collective? Tell me what you know.
he's
How can I
like
help?
he's like the collective is I guess he has realized too much about the collective. They are not natural. Like they're not functioning naturally. And that
What do you
um,
mean by that? Like they, as individuals, are not functioning, or the organization is not functioning naturally?
they as individuals are not functioning naturally. And that he was imprisoned on the farm, like he was locked up on the farm and he got out.
I know. I'm just a little hung up on the not functioning correctly.
Yeah, uh-huh.
The man in front of me is a human, correct?
True.
Okay. No further
He's
questions.
like um he's like he's just he'll you get something like we've been manipulated, something like that.
Okay.
And then his unconsciousness passes
Moves
out
on.
too.
Okay, perfect. Now, Logan wants to clarify. Did he mean
Yeah.
that the people who make up the collective are not functioning correctly as individuals, like humans,
Yeah.
like, or they're robots malfunctioning, or like they are functioning poorly because they've been misled, but they are still have capacity and are functioning normal in that way.
um
I know
uh,
this is some nuance, but I had a lot of time to die to suss that out.
let's put it this way, they are human, he's human.
Okay.
He doesn't seem like he's a robot. You know,
Mhm.
you've just been hanging out with a robot, and that's not what's happening here. But you could probably find out what he means with some more investigation. But you could tell that he was referring to the individual humans of the collective were not functioning normally.
And it's like not functioning normally is correct. It's not that they were like Im immoral,
Yeah, no, like
not functioning
not a
correctly.
moral judgment on them, but it is like
Mm.
a almost mechanical, not in a robot sense, but just in a like,
Like Alex is not functioning correctly.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Perfect. Okay, well, you stay here. I know you can't go anywhere or hear me, but you stay here. We'll go back inside. Have you guys solved the briefcase problem? Because we
What?
got
Yeah,
another problem.
Yeah.
while he was
And we're gonna
dealing with, have you guys? Did y'all want to act anything out with this brief
I'm
karsh?
gonna change my tune. Lucas, you don't have to give me, you can keep the briefcase. I put those papers that you got inside of the briefcase, and I need them to study so that we can do things with them. Fix the Sunshine Jackson problem tomorrow. So if you could let me get those or give them to me, that would be great.
I mean, Lucas will just open up the 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 case himself and get the pages for you. Here, that's fine.
I'll come down. I will take them from you and I will say thanks. You're such a good friend. I'll try to get them
Friends.
I will prevent you from getting it in some sort of way.
Okay, well, maybe we should let this standoff be postponed. For next time.
Do you know? Suitcase laptops, they tear people apart.
They truly do. It's not cocaine, it's the suitcase laptop.
Case laptop.
It's those superpower laptops. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll stop it here. I feel like we've got a lot to think about, a lot to chew on. We've got stolen robot.
She's
Bouncing
not stolen. She's been liberated. She came of her own free will, which was given to her.
We've got a robot that's missing.
There
We've
we go.
got, this is what's gonna happen. I'm sorry, I've realized you guys are talking and talking, discussing the suitcase, and you hear ding dong, and your dad opens the door and he goes, "Oh hi, aren't you from the farm? You're Pia, right? Oh my gosh, yes, they're right upstairs."
Lucas, you're gonna need to use that hockey stick again.
And Pia comes up the stairs. Pia and Mick's dad both come up the stairs.
I shove Kraka into the closet and I say, "Don't do anything."
Opens the door. And we're gonna cut it there. Pia walks into the room saying, "Where's Kraka?" And scene cut.
Wow, that's disastrous.
What
In
else
so many
me?
ways.
It's gonna be disastrous for Pia. She's at my mercy.
All right, so this is our wrap up. We have Pia has walked in. Her robot that was liberated of her own free will is hiding in the closet. We
She's
have
being held
In
prisoner
Mick's
in a
dad's
closet.
in the garden a passed out collective guard who has been shot
With some
and
jade shoved in him for good measure.
some jade shoved in for good measure, healing.
Yeah.
And then we have two teens fighting over a spray painted racing stripe briefcase that gives you superpowers and is maybe addictive.
That's it.
Is
Okay.
Is that how you envisioned this episode ending?
No. But I'm really sad no Jaguars got to show up. Next time.
Nick's dad saw
Yeah,
Jaguars.
next time.
Next time we'll play with
I'm
Jaguars.
gonna do my taser training with Jaguars
Yeah,
at my
taser day.
internship.
Jaguar taser day. Maybe you'll join the collective. That seems like a good place for you. Find out next time.
Bye.
Logan's leading a group next week. Oh,
We're going.
we're going.